Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is a Scar short shot being run with our custom Scar system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io. Go take a look at it, give us feedback. This particular little mini campaign is set in a Monster Hunter alternate universe. Or alternate reality, if you will. But for now, we'll go ahead and start with introductions, beginning with the Keyute.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the table. I am Carcerus, also known as Key, and I get to be the storyteller this evening for this short shot, however short it may be considered. Last two sessions in it have been interesting. We'll see if we actually get to the end this time. Please, I hope we get to the end this time.
By the way, this is, real quick, realized I forgot to say, this is Game 6, Episode 3, Skywise Storm. Go ahead.
Oh, yes, thank you. Alright, I guess we'll start with Bo.
Hello, I'm Drunk Dragonair, and I'm going to be playing Beauregard, Alios, Percival, Memphis, McAllister Smith. Tiger X, that is your favorite rock star. And may or may not be just very impatient and tired and looking for somebody. It may just want to fight. And or Nom Nom. He might be hungry boy. I pass it on to Fuse.
Hello everybody, I am Razim, and I am playing as Fuse, a Tobi-Kadachi Lunagaron hybrid. And he is electric wind type. And, you know, very much, he is studious. We'll go with that term. Off to Galahad.
Galahad is temporarily absent due to food arrival. So we're going to go with Saphir.
Hello, I am Azure, and I am playing Saphir, the electric water ivory Legiacris.
Noodle.
Yes.
Tasty noodles.
Pretty noodle.
Noodle, 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 noodle.
I had noodles for dinner.
So I guess recap time, and then we'll get to Galahad?
I suppose we will. Who all remembers what happened last time?
Yep. Really quickly. Thank you for the tip, Epic. I appreciate it. Speak of the devil and he shall return, I guess.
Yep.
We got a Galahad!
It does take me like almost 2 minutes to get to the front door. I'm literally on the opposite side of the top of the house. Alright, hello, I'm Viv. I'm playing Galahad, a metal mythic Jindahad. I would say renowned mercenary, but he's not quite renowned yet, but he is a mercenary.
I don't know, based on the cards from the first session, you might not be a mercenary for very long.
That's a risk he took becoming a mercenary.
It's kind of part of the gig.
If he dies, he dies. Just, you know, whoever's left of the party needs to make sure his sword goes to someone willing to use it. Alright.
Sounds more like a revolutionary.
Yeah.
But yes, as I was saying, who all remembers what happened last time? Or shall I give as best a recap as I can manage?
Key, you have such a pretty voice. It would be wrong of me to take that away from voice and chat.
It's nice that you're giving me the compliment, but that also tells me that you don't remember.
I remember most of it.
Okay. So, we began last time by resuming the combat that we had to pause in, which I may have attempted to jump the gun in the interim week and be like, we could probably try and play on the next Saturday and finish that combat. That was a mistake on my part. For those who may be wondering, GibGab is not currently here. They have important matters to attend to. They will be here at some point. But GibGab's character, Aquilio, got to experience firsthand what it's like becoming a unicorn as a mysterious assailant lodged an arrow in their sponge, which was most unpleasant. And unfortunately, despite the best efforts of our mercenaries, this assailant managed to get away. But they left behind something interesting. A violet crystal dust. Some residue, as it were, from something explosive that they hucked at Galahad when Galahad attempted to apprehend them. Of course, in the midst of that scuffle, Saphir ran off to get the boss, because unfortunately I had to cardboard cut out Saphir. And so they came back, and the boss wanted to take the vigilantes, the Black Diablos and the Nargacuga, and bring them to the moon shards nearby. Number 14 on the map, for those who are able to see the map. Unfortunately for him, his mercenaries are actually smart and know things, and begrudgingly sent Saphir and Galahad off to bring these detained vigilantes to the nearest guard tower. Also, Bo confiscated the Diablos' hammer, which is not as fun as he thought it would be, but it's still a good hammer. After which, the boss took his mercenaries up to the Sun Slant for a meal as a reward for a job well done. And then, afterward, gave them the option of following him on a trip to the local, we'll call it a museum, close to an archive or reliquary, but open enough to the public. And while he took Saphir, Aquilio, and Fuse with him, Galahad and Bo went into the internals of the main Skywise ruined ship. And there they got to see a lot of miraculously intact or refurbished inner workings from this once flying sky vessel. Taking themselves past a residential area and an engineering workshop to the Capriomat, this ruined city's local arena. There they learned that they can place bets, buy tickets to watch matches, or even participate in matches, if they so choose. They were also informed that day matches differ from night matches. It doesn't take much for them to learn that during the day there are, of course, rules and regulations that are followed for the public face of things. But being on the edge of the moon-blasted deserts, Skywise is free to make its own rules. So at night, there are more harrowing bouts that are had. And in fact, while they are playing audience to a bout within the cabriolet, Bo happens to overhear conversation about strange individuals tracking sand into a nearby residential building. So, once the match ends, the pair go ahead and follow the individual from the audience to their home. Stalkery, I suppose. But as it was getting late, rather than head inside the home and further investigate, instead Bo leaves a calling card, and the pair choose to return to the Heliotrough Inn. The museum fellow, blah, sorry, words. The museum group, of course, has an easy time of it. They're there for several hours. Fuse has an lovely time of his life, while Aquilio plays pickpocket and manages to make a tidy sum of money from the wealthier individuals that are here as tourists. But they, too, eventually return to the Heliotrough. There, the group reconvenes and has dinner within moderation, looks at Bo, and they settle on the plans that they have come the morrow. Since there is a meeting at the cabriolet in the coming day, the boss will be headed there at some point. To wit, he intends to take Saphir with him. And since we have another cardboard cutout for a brief period of time, we'll say that Aquilio is coming. Fuse, meanwhile, learned of some interesting areas that are in the internals of the Skywise ship and decided that he was going to visit there instead. While Galahad and Bo intend to further investigate the residence they cased earlier in the evening. With plans set, the group turn in for the night, taking watches. It is, for the most part, uneventful. Why wouldn't it be? They took care of assailants. Bo, however, chooses to set a trap and attracts a petty thief in the form of a canine who attempts to play dumb in order to get out of things and for some reason ends up kind of adopted by Beauregard. I don't even remember if I gave them a name.
Not yet, but we do have a video after recap for this.
Oh boy. Well, I believe that's almost it for recap. Everybody woke up just fine. With Bo very disgruntled and letting everyone know that they have a new acquaintance. Good luck getting them to not bolt. But breakfast is had and the groups part ways. With the boss, Aquilio, and Saphir heading over towards the cabriolet. Well, no, they don't head to the they went to the markets first, if I recall right.
Yep.
Because today is the start of the festival here at Skywise, the founding festival. And as the first day, it is Market Day, which means that all items, barring weapons and armor, are half off. And if you need me to link to the item sheet again, I can do that for you in just a minute. But that goes the whole day, and you are currently in like mid-morning, midday. So you've got time. Whereas Fuse heads off to, what did I name this place? the Sandworn Assembly inside the internals. This is an engineering guild, and so Fuse, being the curious sort, went to chat up and pester the various engineers and mechanists here, marveling at the various works and artifices that they make and maintain and repair, including several constructs and construct suits. There, Fuse learned something very interesting. They had an unusual customer who asked for fine parts, not the kind that they normally make. The one detail that sticks for Fuse is that this individual had what looked like an hourglass on a stick. Beauregard and Galahad, however, in the meantime, enter the residential building and creep their way to the end of the hall. And there, where stairs lead both up and down, they spy sand, glimmering gold sand, on one of the steps leading up. And that is where we ended.
All right. We ready for the video? Did you get this
Yes.
video, by the way, Zim? Or do I need to send it to you?
Mm-hmm.
I think Sim was eating.
Here, I'm just going to share it on my side. Here you all go. Gabby made a thing. Mala better be paying attention. The ending sells it.
The last bit at the
Oh my goodness. I forgot about that. I'm pretty sure GibGab showed me that early.
end.
Thank you, Gib Gab, for whenever you watch this. I've been holding on to that for 2 weeks waiting for this.
Sorry
It
about
had
that.
me. It had me cackling.
Yeah, I was eating, but I wasn't planning to share that one on my side.
Ah,
That's fair. Oh, goodness. Now then.
The sad part is, he always includes audio, and the audio is copyright.
Yeah.
So it's like fun to share, but the recordings are gonna not get the full of it, because, yeah.
Yeah. Like, during in between, I suppose it's more okay. Because that stuff doesn't make it into the recordings.
I'm not monetized on YouTube, so I'm not too worried about it yet.
I like how
Right.
there's no response from Molly yet.
I bet he missed it. And he's never going to see it.
That's fine. We know, and that's all that matters. Yep, missed it. Too late.
LOL.
All right.
Yep, never gonna know.
I'm going to forego Gaelick's usual introduction this time. And we're going to get right into it. So, Saphir,
Hello there.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You would have been privy to certain knowledge in regards to some of the things that happened last time.
Uh-huh.
I would say that you are aware of the individual that your boss is telling the others to keep an eye out for. However, that is not the same individual that you saw that threw those bombs, or whatever they might have been, at Galahad.
Hey.
That one is new,
Mm-hmm.
and they certainly don't fit the size profile.
I see.
However, is there anything you wanted to do, knowing that this particular bounty hunter is clearly somewhere in the area?
Hmm.
You know, from what little your boss has divulged, and from previous attempts on his life during your interim as his aide, that this bounty hunter can strike from a very long distance. They don't need to send other monsters or people to come after someone, and that is not their usual modus operandi.
Hmm. You said that before. Saphir did have a moment alone with the two bounty hunters, the two vigilantes, right?
Correct. You did have a brief moment alone with them. Was there anything you wanted to do during that moment in the previous day?
I think Saphir, making sure that no one else is listening or anything, would have asked them who that was. If they knew who that was.
Perhaps surprisingly, it's the Diablos that speaks up instead of the
Mhm.
usually mouthy Nargacuga, who is actually keeping their trap shut this time. And she says that she has no idea who that was. But she wishes they had been a little bit more effective. No offense.
Hmm. Are they?
Yes.
Can I? Is she lying?
You may make an insight check.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh. Let's see.
Ooh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's an 8.
On an 8 insight check, you can tell that she is a blunt individual. She hasn't lied yet,
Mm-hmm.
and there doesn't seem to be a reason for her to lie now. These two, you vaguely recognize, now that you're taking a moment and aren't in the frenetic heat of combat, you recognize the voice of the Black Diablos. And you recognize her from a Carver trading caravan. Not as one of the guards, but as one of the merchandise. And given the story that they told before, there is a distinct there is a distinct possibility that in some small kernel she may recognize you as well. From a time long past.
Again, making sure no guards or anyone else is around to see him. Saphir is going to get close to the bars and say to them, both of them, mostly to the Black Diablos, but not really hiding his voice from the Nargacuga. So you know who I work for, correct?
Huh. Why else would we have made an attempt on his life? If only this one hadn't been so impatient. She nods her head towards the other cell, where the Nargacuga is sitting curled up, sulking.
I think at this point, Saphir starts taking off his vest and his shirt and shows them his back. Now, why would someone with scars like these be working for a man like that?
Galahad,
Yes.
please make me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Have fun.
Saphir, while Galahad makes that roll.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these vigilantes, these avengers, look at you in shock. Seemingly rendered speechless by this.
After showing his scars, Saphir quickly puts his clothes back on.
Please give me a subterfuge,
Okay.
Saphir.
Oof.
Okay, that's a 10.
Ah,
I get-
dang it. I wasn't supposed to do those. Well, it completely fucked the roll up.
Do you want to
Ooh.
redo the roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I know I got it to just it only target the singular ones before.
Let's see. 2,
Alright, redo
3,
it.
4, 5. It's 2. Another.
Okay.
Actually, no, I should. Oh, true comboed. Yeah, I'm gonna spend soul to re-roll that one.
Well, remember, this is the previous day, so you will get boost dice back. The boost dice back.
From that day, yeah.
Yes.
Well, if this
Okay.
is counting previous day, I did still have one boost die left, so I got on one of these. So it's 2.
That's only a 3.
Oof.
Oh,
I got a. I
that
also
also-
got a 3.
oh,
Oh boy. That still meets it.
Yep.
So, Galahad, in your suspicion, you slide yourself up next to the wall, peering through the crack in the door, watching Saphir in the cells. And it looks as though he's hurriedly putting back on his clothes. You catch a glimpse, very briefly, of what looks like a scar along his back. A jagged, cruel thing, not inflicted by a natural ability or claws or fangs. Something that was inflicted by an implement. Now, Saphir,
yes.
the Nargacuga presses to the bars of their cell, gripping at them with their hands,
Mm-hmm.
and in a hushed tone they ask, "Can you free us? You know if we stay, you know what waits." The Diablos brings up one hand, sat at the back of her cell in as much shade as she can manage. Not now. Maybe not today or
Yeah.
tomorrow. But before you have to leave,
Mm. I will
your
see
boss
what I
isn't going to
can
be.
do.
She nods. Thank you. And if you can't, we'll go down fighting.
Is
Would
there
you like-
any? Oh no, it's just gonna be like, is there anything else I should know from them?
Unfortunately, they don't have any other information. Only that they learned that one of the Carver bosses was going to be here. And that getting here and knowing that, it took them weeks. Preparation ruined by impatience and imprudence.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Saphir's gonna.
There is one thing, though, I should mention. The Nargacuga let slip that there is a poison dealer in the markets, and they tell you where.
Okay.
Galahad, do you want to make another perception check at increased difficulty, unless you have a specialty for hearing,
Sure.
just in case you manage to overhear any of what is said in these hushed tones?
Not using my best expertise here because I don't think it will work. Funny.
And yet the dice conspire.
Right? Oh.
Well, that's still a 4. You don't catch many details of this conversation. The cells are a little too far back from the door into what is effectively, not affectionately, effectively the jail block. But you catch something about poison and also a plea. When their voices raise just enough for you to overhear them. But, as we know, Galahad does not act on this knowledge this day. Nor does Saphir as yet. And so we are going to return to the current day. Fuse. You have just left the Sandworn Assembly. Where else would you like to go in Skywise?
As I recall, the guy that he was waiting for just showed up last time. Am I misremembering?
You were waiting for a guy?
The one that was ordering the extra fine parts?
I don't remember this.
Era
remember...
was very upset over the...
No. You were told about the guy who ordered the very fine parts. They were going to arrive at some point later in the day.
Yeah, and I was hanging out, and you described him coming in, and then Eric got all upset.
Oh.
Or maybe it's a different person that came in, but...
Oh, shoot. Is that... Oh. Okay, I should have rewatched the last session, because I forgot that they entered the assembly.
Yeah, that was the cliffhanger you left us on.
I am a fool, everybody. Right. Okay. I understand where I was going. My apologies. My brain needed time to catch up. So, Fuse. There is this tall individual, and they enter the Sandworn Assembly as you've been sort of waiting and milling around the guild, sort of hoping for their arrival today, because their parts are ready. And they are somewhat as described. They are there in a ragged robe, decked in a number of what seem to be ropes or tethers with these little metallic talismans or chimes on them that jingle as they step. And they have with them a strange staff that appears to be topped with an hourglass, held within a circle of pristine metal, worked in strange ways that you do not see from a normal forge.
Yeah, this definitely doesn't set Fuse off on wanting to know more.
Yeah, I'm aware. I hesitated for a reason.
You have put a shiny in front of him.
They keep their hood down, but seem to have a very angular face, from what you can tell, just at this current distance. And almost unerringly, they approach the engineer that you talked to, the one who told you about the unusual order. And they begin to converse.
Fuse, he's going to have a little bit of subtlety to it, but he is absolutely going up and, standing off to the side, in view, but not interjecting in the conversation yet.
Oh, like somebody that wants to, like, talk, but is being polite and just sort of off to the side, like, hi, I'm here.
Yes.
Oh, I've done that far too many times to count. All right. The engineer eventually holds up a hand for the client to wait as they go off to a what looks to be a auto-mechanical trunk of some kind, partially shaped like a barrel but with four limbs that sort of pop out and begin walking toward him, like a weird sort of spider clunking along. And like a puzzle box, he moves a few rings around and it pops open with a hiss and a small cloud of steam and pulls out a box, sealed, of course, and begins to bring it back over to the client. So if you wanted to have a chat with the client, you have a few moments to interject.
Excuse me. Hello. My name is Fuse. I quite like to learn, and, I heard about your orders, and I'm quite curious what you're making and what you're doing with it all, and I have many questions and would love to know more.
Now that you're closer, you may give me a lore, science, or technology check in regards to the staff they're carrying.
I will go with lore.
If you have a specialty regarding anything about ruins or ruins technology, that will apply.
I think the only specialty I've got is arcane.
Unfortunately, that will not apply here.
Yeah, that's the only specialty I've got. Maybe if this were a full campaign. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, poke, poke, please.
I'm aware.
I'm going to, soul one of those ones right off the bat. So right now it's a 4? Yeah, a 4 right now. Move that, move that. Five, 6, 7, 8. Eight.
They turn their head slightly in regard to you, at the very least acknowledging your presence as you get a good look at the staff. You can tell that the coloration is off because of the forge light, but the metal is smooth, almost as though it has been worn by soft sand over a very long period of time. And just beneath the hourglass is this strange twisting design, leaving a bit of a hollow underneath before it resumes into the haft of the staff. And as unique as this design is, unfortunately, you cannot conjure up any knowledge for what it is or what it may do. What you do know, however, is that it is not just some ornate object. This thing must have a purpose, because it cannot have been designed with current technology. It could only have been made in the bygone era before the moonfall, which makes the person in front of you a ruin hunter.
May I cross-reference with a science roll?
You may.
I won't try technology because I have no dots in that, but I do at least have 1 dot in science. I don't like that.
Oof, but appropriate. What are you trying to learn with this cross-reference?
Well, first off, I'm going to, I'm going to willpower. This is pursuit of knowledge. This is his jam.
Slightly better.
Of utmost importance.
Well, that's only a 2. But basically, I am attempting to supplement my lore with what I know of science.
Your pursuits are more towards the arcane, the magical. And
Yeah.
while this could probably be an arcane focus, a catalyst of some kind, something unique to the age before the fall, it doesn't look much like it would be. It lacks the runic script or the lines necessary to channel that power that you have come to know. But you can tell that parts of it should move and function in ways that a normal hourglass shouldn't. There is something about it that you can intuit does more than just say, cause the hourglass to flip.
Okay. So he doesn't respond to me beyond just, acknowledging that I exist?
The engineer comes over, presenting the box, and in turn, this individual reaches underneath their rather heavy, if worn, cloak and pulls out a bag that jingles with coin. And the exchange is made. And he turns. And as he turns, you can see his face is strange. Almost as though they're wearing a chitinous helmet of sorts from some sort of neopteran creature. But when they speak, the lower portions do move slightly, like the bits are hugging their face, but you don't instantly recognize what sort of keyed this could possibly be. Interesting. Alas, that I have no time for you. Find your knowledge elsewhere, seeker. And they begin to move to leave.
Well, I really don't mind just, and just, watching and piecing together what I can from, from the side. If you wouldn't mind, I really am quite curious. It looks like you go into ruins, and that staff in particular seems very, very interesting. I see that it has functions other than just simply turning the hourglass at the top.
How observant. You and many others. Are you going to bother me until I entertain you? Because they haven't stopped walking. They're still going. And
Fuse
every
is
step
following.
is marked. Every step is marked by a light metallic ring of metal on metal, similar to the chimes out in the market.
Oh, Fuse is 100% following. And apparently there's screaming in the background.
Oh no.
It's Rex being Rex.
Yeah, like,
Aw.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that's just Rex. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
All right. Well, if you aren't going to continue asking them questions, the very least I'm going to need from you... Let's see. Back to the stat sheet. They aren't going to attack you. They aren't a fool. What would be a good skill for keeping up with someone that is trying to lose you?
Probably either... I would say opposed athletics or acrobatics. Personally. Though it could be an argument for initiative as well.
I'm going to say you can either use acrobatics or initiative. And this is going to be against their subterfuge. As they're going to try and blend in with the crowds and leave you behind.
Okay. So with that, that actually helps out with what I was thinking here. Because my body's not the greatest, but I want to use mind. And my reasoning is I'm going to be trying to kind of keep an eye on them, predict their path, try to take easier routes, such as climbing up on the walls, rather than just directly following, doing it in a more intelligent way.
Fair enough.
Oh, those 9s are baking. And he wants this knowledge. He is curious. I am curious. I'm vigoring. So right now it's a 5 with the vigor. That'll put it at 8. Ew. Body boost. Oh, come on! Fine, 8.
Oh man, I was pressing shift when I giggled initially. So you got 8. Unfortunately, this figure seems to know Skywise better than you.
Did he get an exploding 10? I want to mind it if so.
Do you want to mind the 10?
Yes.
Do you actually want... Oh, okay. Alright. In which case... does that vaporize it, or do I have to redo it?
You re-roll it. And whatever it exploded into.
like if it's re-rolled and it's not a 10 again, does everything it exploded into just go away?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. That is the power of mind dice. All right. So you follow this person, and they seem to know Skywise rather well. As they are ducking and weaving through the crowds, it's almost by the pure dint of your ability to climb on just about any surface that you are able to keep up with them. And there comes a point where he leaves the internals up into the sun slant, or it seems to be. It's not the same passage that you went down initially. Rather, it's a side passage that leads to the Eyrie, a series of constructed towers that are on the side of Skywise. Are you trying to be subtle about this?
I'm going to say no. Reasoning being, he wants to show this guy that he is serious about getting this knowledge. He's
Okay.
trying to seem persistent rather than
Alarms.
just, sneak after him kind of thing.
The
Yeah,
key-
sorry.
No, it's okay. I was teasing when I brought it up. This hooded ruin hunter that you are following, their footsteps are heavy upon the wooded boards of the Eyrie as they travel around one of these fabricated towers made in the more modern age. And you follow after them at similar pace. And their cloak flares out as they step off the edge. And they spread wings.
Oh, well, that's just cheating.
Lol.
See, it's not a contest for them.
Get flown on, scrub.
They stay there for just a moment. Heavy wing beats, and you can see underneath this cloak, they are clad in the closest equivalent I can give as a description, a sort of heavy, almost tactical sort of equipment. And their body, what you can see of it, is dark, but armored in these burnished, almost golden scaled plates. And they turn to face you. And half of what you thought was a helmet earlier flicks open. And you feel a brief moment of familiar ozone as electricity crackles over their face. You're persistent. Good. Unfortunately, I have work to do. Maybe another day, Seeker. And then they drop and begin to glide off.
Hmm.
I don't know if there's anything you can do about it right now.
How steep is the area that he's, jumped off of?
We need to find the Vista picture of Skywise again, because you're on the Eyrie right now. It's not just a steep drop. If you tried to drop off right now, you would fall to almost certain death. if you chose to climb, you would have a long way to climb because you're climbing along the surface of the vessel, over one of the ancient thrusters and down. So it would take you a while anyway. He is, however, seemingly going into a glide around the other side of Skywise. And because he can fly, he can get there way faster than you.
This is fine. Well, I want to keep him in my sights and keep track of where he's going. And I do
Make
have
a perception check.
I do have a lot of zoomies, so
Didn't think the pursuit today would be with Fuse.
the pursuit of
I mean,
knowledge
Fuse-
never ends.
Fuse is getting really distracted from the job.
Meanwhile, Saphir and Aquilio, with the boss in the markets.
I wonder where Fuse went.
Aw.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Knowledgeable fellow. Maybe a bit too much for his own good.
Totally not contemplating jumping off of the area.
A shame you don't have glide like other Tobies. So what's your total?
Well, the only reason I don't have glide is because we don't actually have a glide function yet.
Oh no.
That's not a... I would have asked for that, but we don't have that in Scar yet, so yeah.
I get the feeling that's going to be discussed.
110%.
I actually, like, this just occurred to me. I do have a question.
Yes.
You don't seem to keep your momentum when you're teleporting.
Not necessarily. I would say it's possible. Why?
Well, if you could teleport,
Just teleport the last second.
Oh, I've
hit
done
the
that
ground
with
running.
I've done that with Furvis a few times.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, you could do that.
I guess it
oh
depends
no,
on
he's
how you
jumping to
connect.
his death. Blinks out.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah. Just choop. So yeah, what was your perception?
It was
Jeez.
4.
Unfortunately, in spite of the slowly gathering clouds in the distance, a portent of an impending storm, there is enough light and it glares enough off of his plates, let alone up in general up where he is and where you're trying to stare, that you do lose sight of the ruin hunter. I will, however, say that you spotted something else attached to his lower back, just above his tail, that looked like a bulky piece of machinery.
Okay. Fuse is going back to the merchant. Yeah,
Okay.
you know, the one that told him about this guy in the first place. And
Alright.
asking when the next delivery is going to be.
oh, good.
They have no idea. That is the very first order they have received from that client.
Oh,
They have
last
no
time.
idea if they'll even be returning.
Oh god, he's never coming back.
Last time you had said that they had placed multiple orders. And were coming back
Oh, I'm sorry.
regularly. So that's why I
I'm-
was asking that.
All right, this is my admission of me not remembering everything from last session. Everybody, never mind. I have to rescind that. So, can you tell it's been 2 weeks?
It's
my
also
apologies,
a
then,
short
Fuse.
shot, so, you know, if you want to retcon that, that's fine. I'm just
No,
saying
no.
that's why I was going back to ask.
It's fine. I'm glad you remember these things. And see, people, this is why it's good to have a player take notes. Um, all right, in which case, I will say that these part orders happen regularly, once every couple of weeks or so. And it's always for different parts. So far, there's only been a couple of pieces that have been repeated, but it's not frequent enough that they've decided to just sort of make specific molds for these parts because they're custom. However, since you're so curious, and this is an older engineer who likes curious youngsters, they do show you their workstation where they were working on some of the custom parts, and they seem very fine. The sort of thing that, for us, you might see in a watch. The kind of parts that you need, like specific tools to use and use, input, replace, things like that. Tools that you would use for smaller or finer technology. Or, well, smaller hands.
Okay.
The ones on their bench are effectively scrap. They don't go to anything that he knows of, so if you want them, you can have them.
Yoink.
Fuse, gathering junk. Just because people are like, yeah, it doesn't go to anything if you want it.
Ah, but there could be things that he could learn from them.
Alrighty. Is there anywhere else you're going to go, Fuse?
Well, since I'm definitely not going to be able to track this guy down before the short shot's over, I guess I'll get back to the main thing. Freaking storyteller teasing me and edging me with this freaking shiny and not actually delivering anything off of it. Freaking. Anyways.
Anyway, I guess you reconvene with the boss and Saphir and Aquilio in the markets. At this hour, they're
Sure.
about ready to head over to the Caprio Mats for whatever this meeting is.
Yeah, he'll go reconvene.
It's at this hour. It's about lunchtime. Don't worry, Bo and Galahad. I'm about to get to you two.
Oh, it's fine.
So he's going to treat himself and, of course, his lovely bodyguards to a brief lunch.
Mhm.
Happy to pay again, mostly because Bo's not here.
Huh.
And I'll leave off this little group with the boss asking thus: have any of you witnessed a night match? And now we rewind a little bit back to Beauregard and Galahad. Back in this building of residence. There, at the end of the hall in the complex, there are stairs leading down to a lower level or basement, and leading up to other floors, with a slight trail of golden sand leading up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's got to be a trap, huh?
It's either a trap or the trap, it's a wild goose chase, or this person is egregiously overconfident at this point.
Maybe. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first? Granted, you'd have to ride on my tail if I went first.
I'll go first.
All right.
Galahad ain't gonna ride side saddle on your tail.
Not right now. Like, if he needs to, he can teleport behind, though.
I mean, that's absolutely true. All right, then. Could I get investigation checks from the both of you as you proceed up the stairs?
Investigation.
I got 8 dice.
Can I just teamwork him instead?
You may.
Because it's literally the same amount of dice.
I see.
Well, body isn't, it's a mind. It's more of a mind check, and forceful isn't what he wants to go for. So it's mind logic.
Actually, I was going to go with soul, so I was going to go to 10 dice.
Oh, take my 2. Because
Sure.
even if I used soul, it would still only be 3 dice max.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay.
I will be right back.
Sure thing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A total of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you mean 6? There's a 7 there.
So one,
There's also a 1.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm a fool. So, as the both of you proceed slowly up the stairs that creak in protest under your collective weight, unfortunately, even though this is a keyed abode, you find yourselves soon in another floor, much like the first one. And you're realizing that as you turn the corner to this floor, the design of the interior of this residence is kind of strange. It's as if each floor is sort of like that of a Jenga tower, oriented one way, and then another, and then another, allowing the stairs to create this sort of winding clockwise loop in a weird way, without allowing you to just go up to the top floor all at once. Inconvenient.
I apologize. I'm gonna need you to back up about a minute. I had a audio problem.
Oh no. What was the last thing people heard?
I honestly forget because I accidentally hit a button and it broke things and was in a panic to get it fixed.
Audience, real quick, what was the last thing that you heard? Okay, so the entire description, yay!
I am so sorry.
It's fine. Essentially, as Bo and Galahad are coming up the stairs, they realize that this building is architecturally kind of strange. Each floor is oriented differently, like a Jenga tower. The stairs are not entirely connected all the way up and down, which is inconvenient for residents who want to go up or down floors, but it's aesthetically interesting. And as they're investigating, they find that there are small dustings of this gold sand in the corners of the walls, as if it's been swept aside in the hallway. And about halfway down the hall, as we catch up to real time, Bo, you spot a glint of violet. And thanks to some light filtering through a window right by where the stairs are on the far end of the hall that lead up, there you can just barely make out a wire, thin as a hair.
I'll point at it to Galahad and be like, oh, there's the trap.
Of course.
I'm assuming you don't have any disabling abilities, do you?
Outside of really just cutting it, no.
Oh, maybe I should have brought that Malamute through. He looked like the type that would know how to do this.
Yeah, you should have brought Idiot with you.
Is that his name now?
Is that his name now?
I haven't named him yet. I don't know what his name was because I was just like, he crawled under my bed and just went to sleep. And I was like, oh, okay. Sure.
Well, like, you essentially went, fine. I guess I can introduce you to Merc Work. He's like, oh, okay, cool. It's not scrounging for scraps or looting or whatever. And you offered to let him stay in your room, if I remember right.
Kind of. We'll get his name later, but for now, Bo's just going to look at the wire and be like, well, we can just try and step over it, I guess.
I teleport past it.
Okay. Bo, you're going to have to make an acrobatics check if you want to do the step over it thing.
Acrobatics is my strong suit. I got athletics.
Can I assist?
Sure. You can assist by holding his tail.
Cool. Take 5 dice.
That's going to help me greatly. That puts me up to 10 dice. I will take that for sure.
Because I have 5 in acrobatics.
And because Galahad is assisting you, you will do it at normal difficulty.
And I'm going to use cunning.
Oh, baby!
Woo.
Alright, a 7 on the 1.
Cancel each other up to 4, 6, 7, 8.
8? All right.
Yep.
You manage to avoid triggering the tripwire. However, you notice something odd as you are getting over this tripwire. It doesn't look like it goes to the purple crystal that's just sitting there in the corner of the stair. It looks like it goes to something else. And Galahad, as you're just sort of standing there holding the tail so it doesn't, trigger the tripwire, you end up just sort of following it idly, and you see it leads to what looks on the ceiling like a piece of dark stone, slightly sharpened, just sort of roughly hanging above where that purple crystal is.
I'm assuming a lore check is what I need here. Or appraisal, I guess.
Yeah, I guess appraisal to help identify what this trap really does.
I don't have appraisal. Do you have appraisal, Bo?
No.
You could probably finagle an academics.
Could I finagle insight?
You could at an increased difficulty.
That's
I can-
better than nothing.
Yeah, because I got nothing there. Take 1 dot of teamwork, because that's all I got for this one.
I at least have dots in insight. So
Oh, I apologize. It wouldn't have been academics. It would have been craft. Haha, all the people are in the wrong place.
logic. Although I think innovative would technically be a better. If I don't have that. Mind or body?
Are they the same?
No,
Is mind higher?
absolutely not.
Because technically, I think mind would be better, but
It's like
Mind would be better, but
it's like
you
a
can do
5
either.
dice difference.
oof.
I would say go with body. Just, for the sake of your sanity.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a bunch of fucking. If only it wasn't increased difficulty.
Yeah.
Oof. Is this something I care about, Remo?
I'll tell you right now with that result, that's a weird ass way to rig up a trap. Especially a trap where the crystal's supposed to explode. You would think that it would be like a zip line attached to the crystal, so it I don't know, rockets into the wall and bursts.
Unless it's a reaction that causes it, not just breaking.
I say we continue, whatever that is. It's not being triggered, so that's the important part.
I'm
Before you
assuming
give
it would
up-
be like craft or something to take it off of the ceiling.
Probably.
Yeah. So you're proceeding?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm continuing to keep an eye out for more of these
Yep.
or similar.
All right. Both of you may roll investigation again, and this time I would like it individually. As you get up to this third and final floor in the building, one thing that you immediately notice is that all the other doors in this hall are boarded up. Not particularly thoroughly, mind you, just like 1 or 2 boards with a little paper notice nailed on it stating that they need to be renovated. Something about a portion of the ceiling collapsing due to the age of the building. But there is one door that is not boarded up. On the far end, a final door.
I'm body boosting this. I don't like this. Remember, I got.
Better than what I had. 2.
A 2. What about Galahad?
I got 0.
0. Okay.
Yep, I got a 1 and a 9.
All right.
I could have body boosted the 6s, but that only would have gotten me a 2.
Pardon me as I just go and look at investigation for a second in the document.
It is not his strong suit.
All right.
No successes on 9 dice. This is crazy.
I will say there is, of course, a far greater amount of that telltale golden gleam of the sand on the floor and a little bit on some of the wall here and there. What are you two doing now that you have reached this floor?
Well, I do believe we got enough evidence that he's actually here. Do we want to knock?
Yeah, I'm not super comfortable dealing with this without at least a little bit more backup.
That's only if he's actually inclined to fight. It's unlikely he doesn't know we're here. Building sounds like it's gonna collapse underneath my feet here.
Which is interesting, considering most of it appears to be made of some sort of stone.
The notices about the roof crashing actually worries me.
Yeah, but it's also a keyed building. Well, little damage is to be expected.
What you think, Galahad?
Gut says we regroup and let the boss know about it.
We could. Could also slip something underneath his door. Go away, please, smiley face. Nudges like he's joking.
If you think that'll work.
I got some cards I could just slide under.
Q Verdant cameo. I'm back.
Also, hi, Gabby. Introduce thyself.
Hey to Gabby.
I Gabby.
A cookie.
Hi, my name is
Cringe.
Gabby, or Gib Gab. I'll be playing Aquilio. The poison water. Sorry, I ate a really sour candy just as I joined. Eh.
It's Poison Ludroth.
Yes, purple Ludra. Thank you.
Sure. Bo's gonna reach into his pouch, pull out a card, and slide underneath the door.
You are crossing the hall to get to the door, yes?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh.
Okay.
Out of character. I know there's a trap. In character. Don't see it.
Are you, like, crouching down to put this under the door?
Yep.
Zim, what will be appropriate against a trap activating, evasion or initiative?
Evasion.
Evasion.
Please make an evasion roll.
Where's my evasion? There it is.
I don't think I can help you here, unfortunately.
Not in... Well, his
You
tail
can-
is long enough.
You can yank him by his tail.
Let's say his tail
Look.
should still be by me. I could help.
Yeah, you know what, Galahad? Give me an initiative check.
I was about to offer an initiative check.
I thought about for having it's like, wait, his tail would reach well across the hall. You could yank him.
What are these sixes?
Maybe
Vigor.
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 I don't know.
I
I'm getting the
guess-
curse of 2.
Wow, it carries over.
I've got vigors. I'll use the vigor to make these sixes count. This is ridiculous. This is the 4th roll in a row where it has had 3 sixes.
Goodness. All right. Well, I'm glad you got that. Because
So that's my initiative to help.
dear Bo,
Mm-hmm.
you crouch down to slide this card underneath the door. And you lean forward just enough that your head bumps into it. The door creaks ever so slightly. And you see a glint. That gleaming spark of an active violet crystal. And you barely get that oh fuck out as Galahad hears that creak and on instinct grabs your tail and yanks you back just far enough that you do not suffer the burst of sudden crackling electrical energy that rips out into the hallway and tears the door apart. With a loud clattering of wood and stone, several cracks spider webbing along the wall near the entryway. And as those arcs of electricity leap out, malevolent and lavender, they catch. And an entire field of purple crystal blossoms in the hallway, lining the edges, growing into these tiny clusters, small bits on the wall here and there where the gold sand had sat.
Ah.
I
And
think
as
it's time
the-
to go.
All right. Initiative for the both of you as the crystals begin to flicker, just like the original one, as they
Like-
pick up a residual charge.
As an initiative or just a roll for initiative?
A roll for initiative. This is an initiative check. Trap stage 2 activate.
And look at that. A ton more fucking sixes.
Do you still got vigor?
Yeah, I got plenty of vigor.
The
I'm
curse
using
of
it.
6.
It's gonna. I'm getting a 1 almost every time too. It's starting to piss me off.
I think Bo knows it's time to go. He might be leaping out a fucking window. He might be taking Galahad with him when he leaps out a window because guess who can fly?
Oh yeah.
I mean, Galahad can teleport. Technically, he can fly. Not for very long. Yeah.
13.
13 from Bo. How much for you, Galahad?
5.
5. All right. I'm so sorry, Galahad. So, Bo, with your tail, you grab Galahad's arms and you turn and you kick open one of the doors, hoping beyond hope that there is an opening in this room that will save you from what is coming. And you yank Galahad after you with like this scrape of metal as Galahad, you partially end up sliding across the floor at first as this happens before your reflexes catch up and you start running. There is light streaming through this hole, not only in the ceiling but partially the wall of this room as you sprint across it, and you can hear that vicious crackle of energy build in the hallway before it erupts, taking off the entire roof of this floor, turning it into rubble and dust as you leap out of that hole, trailing the dust cloud behind you, thankfully unscathed this time.
Woo!
You are currently about 40 feet up in the air.
We teleport to the ground.
I'll go meet him.
That is within my range of non-combat teleport.
Land right next to Galahad and go, well, that was more fun than I was expecting.
One.
Good work. You know, after
Well-
this, I also do a security gig. I should get you a job there. You'd probably do excellent.
I mean, if it pays enough.
Oh, trust me, it pays. Well, hopefully after this, maybe even better. I don't know. I feel like I could probably argue for a better salary after this kind of stuff, huh? I don't know.
Yeah. Don't normally end up dealing with this many traps.
Neither do I.
This many traps, there was only 3.
Three is definitely more than 0, though.
Yeah.
Right then. Unfortunately, you did not get to see the inside of that room, but clearly, the person you're after is here, somewhere.
Well, time to go let the boss know that the person that he was wanting us to keep an eye out is definitely here.
Yep.
Alrighty then. Yes.
So that like whole room hallway section explodes with electricity.
It sure does.
How noticeable is that from anywhere else in the in Skywise?
So the sound is like this crackling boom of thunder, and at a distance, it's very similar to, demolitions going off. How appropriate that it's off in the direction where there's construction being done. But yeah, Saphir and Aquilio off in the market. Everybody turns their heads as this plume of dust gets kicked up after a thunderous crack in the distance. And for the most part, the citizenry around you in the colorful bazaar decide to go back to their festivities. A couple of muttering, oh, somebody did fireworks a little too early for the festival day. It's only market day. Which, as a reminder for Aquilio, it is market day, so everything is currently half off except for weapons and armor.
Noted.
Would they happen to realize that that's the direction Bo and Galahad went in?
Aquilio, how much attention did you pay to Bo and Galahad's plans for the day?
They had plans for the day?
Answer got.
I would say, Saphir, you would have probably paid attention to everyone's plans for your own reasons. So you know that is definitely where Bo and Galahad were. And boy, does that sound suddenly fill your stomach with a sinking dread.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna report this. I think that's the direction Beauregard and Galahad went.
Oh, lovely. Maybe they took care of the problem.
Or the problem took care of them.
Let us hope it's the former.
One can only hope. Oh well. Let's see if we can't find anything interesting for a decent price, shall we? Completely undeterred, continuing to do his shopping.
What can I roll for good shopping?
Investigation check,
Okay.
I would say.
Let's see.
Or you could try and do something social to see if you can, find good deals via word of mouth.
What would that count for? Persuasion?
Persuasion would work. I would take etiquette, technically.
That works. Yeah.
Saphir, is there anything you're going to shop for?
What I was told about earlier wouldn't be in broad daylight now, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you were told that that location is only available at night under the stairs.
Got it. Okay.
So you
Well,
might need to sneak out if you want that stuff.
Anyway, hey, what? I'll help Aquilio
What
with
was
his etiquette roll. Take
what
4
was the
dice.
re-rolling the entire roll thing?
Willpower.
Burning a willpower.
Oh my goodness, there
That's
was
a lot of
5
ones. I can see them from here.
That
take
was a
4 more
run
dice.
level roll.
Hold on. I need everybody to
Wow,
see that
you rolled
Gabby
worse
has
than
joined
me.
the Bad Dust Club.
Holy sh!
So Gabby,
Damn.
did
That's
you take a page out of Ren's book?
Ren said hi to me earlier. This explains everything.
There's not a single success in there.
Yes, that's a -5.
No, you should vigor that so you at least have the 6 count.
No!
I mean, you could eat a
Okay.
super botch. You could
do
eat
you
a
have
super botch and get ripped
any-
off.
Any specialties at all that might help you here?
I was just good at reroll, but let me check. That's a good point. No.
Okay, I had
I'm
to
good
make
at
sure.
reroll.
Yeah,
And
just
you get 5
re-roll.
dice because I'm helping.
Wait, did I added your die?
All right. Well,
Oh.
the curse of 2 is better than the curse of 1.
Yeah.
I'll take the 5.
All right. So, with a 5,
Hysterical.
pardon me very briefly. I'm going to pull up the document so I have them with me. It's not a document, it's a sheet. As I constantly forget between the two. So, how are you going about this? Are you just doing investigation or are you being social about it?
Social. Just
Social.
asking people, trying to be, inquiring, potentially looking like a buyer, but slipping in that kind of like, yeah, I've got money. I'm looking to buy.
What sort of thing are you looking to buy? Are you looking for some healing? Are you looking for a support item? Or are you looking for, say, ammunition?
Let's say
Eyes.
support item.
Support item. Okay.
You can buy your ammunition. You have money.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
here too.
one of you, please roll me a percentile.
That's scary. Where's the percent?
Yes. It's
It's 2d10.
the
You just
2d10 in here. The dark one is the 10s.
50
Oh boy.
square.
Boy. Wow. All right. Appropriate for market day. So, word of mouth is there is an apothecary that is having trouble with business due to the banditry you all heard about the other day. So, they are selling their entire stock just so they can move elsewhere at 1/4 of its price
Oh.
instead of half.
What's in the apothecary, out of curiosity?
Well, in this apothecary, they're a little out of the way and they're kind of out of a couple things, but they happen to have demon drug, mega demon drugs, demon powder, armor skin, mega armor skin, hard shell powder, and the assortment of bombs that I have listed. They do, however, only have 3 of each bomb. Oh, right, and they have oodles of farcasters. Like, way too many Farcasters. Nobody needs them for some reason.
Do we round up or down on the price? Or do we do decimal?
You round down on the price.
Oh, $7 for a Farcaster.
Yep.
Oh. What is a Fark?
It teleports the user up to medium range away.
Oh, that's so useful.
Yeah, how do you think the other person got away? I told y'all they used a Farcaster.
Oh, but the
And I'll say, Saphir, you find buried underneath one of the crates of Farcasters, because Aquilio seems super interested in those for a brief minute, you find a shock trap.
useful. That's 40Z.
It sure is. Now, it takes a bit to set up,
Uh-huh.
but it traps a 2x2 space.
Oh yeah, it's a full action, huh?
All of these prices are suddenly so cheap when you divide by 4.
Yeah.
Market day is great, ain't it?
Oh. The Demon Dragon Armor Scan, or the Mega versions, are real good. Physical
sure
field
are.
damage or integrity +3 for the Megas.
Mm-hmm.
But they're so expensive.
They are very expensive, even when they are divided by 4. I will note that they have only about 2 each of the Megas.
Uh-huh.
But if you want to buy the regular ones, you can get however many you want. They do also have the powders.
Which is a 5-foot sphere.
Yes. They do not have the pills, however. Those were stolen.
Oh my god. I just noticed the pills effect.
Yeah, the pills are fun. For those who aren't looking at the sheet, under my support section, I did my best to approximate a number of items from Monster Hunter. For the Might and Adamant pills, they either increase your damage or integrity by 6 for 1 turn. Afterward, one turn. It should technically be until the end of your next turn. But afterward, you get 8 exhaustion. Sadly, those aren't available, but that might be a good thing.
Yeah.
Probably.
Now, I know y'all don't have a ton of money, but I also know Aquilio acquired money.
I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds illegal, and I don't do illegal things. I would never.
You would never.
Bullshit.
Ooh.
You're so full of shit. It's coming out your ears.
I can't carry a shock trap.
Too much bulk.
Those are 5 bulk.
Yeah, but I mean, if you work together.
I just imagine 2 people going down the street carrying this giant trap between them.
I will say, I did say they have 3 of each kind of bomb. That does include the barrel bombs.
Oh god.
Just rolling a bomb down the street.
I want to make a barrel bomb, excuse me.
4 dots, 8 dots, or 16 dots of damage.
Okay, so I can buy 10 Farcasters, a Mega Demon Drug, a Mega Armor Skin, and a Mega Barrel Bomb.
Oh god.
I will have exactly 4 Zenny left.
See,
But
I
I
could
could do
carry all my coatings, which also already eats up a lot of my bulk.
Only if you have the really good coatings.
Or a ton of the of all the other ones.
True.
And potions are also.
Do you even have the bulk to carry the Mega Barrel Bomb, Aquilio?
No.
My max bulk is a 1. Wait, what's
Okay.
God's bulk
It shouldn't be 1. It should be
Wait,
more
what
than
is
that.
it? Yeah, it's not
Oh.
automatic. Hold on. I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
not-
automatic right now because
Yeah.
we've been meaning to revisit the bulk conversation for a while. We just
what's
haven't.
what's the bulk? How do you calculate your max bulk again?
One sec.
Get the doc.
This whole
Mine's
time
not
I've been
the doc.
saying below 1 bulk.
Oh,
Let's see. Twice your attribute scale, and half your body score. So at character creation, your bulk is 3.
Okay, sorry. I know I keep asking. It's round down, right?
Round up.
Round up. The
Okay,
cost
so I
is
have
round
4
down
bulk.
because I'm being nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
normally in
four
the system, it is always following math rules. Away from 0, whatever that is.
Well, Galahad has 7 bulk, so
So does Bo, but Bo's also a huge creature, so he may or may not be cheating.
Galahad is just strong. It's
So-
physically strong.
So you two make out like bandits, it seems. Or at least Aquilio does.
I'm
As
still
he,
like deciding.
Aquilio is going to end up leaving this apothecary, having their clearance sale, just rolling this huge ass barrel bomb out into the street, and everyone just gives this purple Ludroth a wide berth. The boss looks pleased as punch. He thinks this is great.
Oh, of course he would. He's a. That's a snack for him.
Well, look at you taking the initiative. No idea where we're going to stash this beauty, but a good acquisition nonetheless.
And for cheap.
Exceptionally cheap.
Yeah. I figure
Yeah.
if we ever need to blow up a city block, we got something here.
Oh, I don't know about that much, but close enough.
Yeah, it's just really heavy.
I have to do math. I'm struggling with the math.
I don't
What's
have
the
book
numbers?
ready. Can we just keep rolling it somewhere?
Do you want to stash that somewhere, Aquilio, or are you just going to roll this around all day?
I should probably stash it somewhere. Yes, before it blows up
Okay.
on us.
67.
I have no idea where. Surely there's somewhere.
So we will give Saphir time to decide and deal with the math. Aquilio, we'll assume that Saphir comes back with Aquilio and the boss for now, but just give you time for your things. But Aquilio, the boss will decide to take you back to the Heliotrough to stash the barrel in the cellar. And he very specifically has the owner of the inn get like wood planks to create a ramp smooth enough for this barrel so it doesn't go off. Because if it goes off, there will be no more Heliotrough.
I'm fine with this. This sounds great. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
Okay. That's stashed there. Hopefully it stays safe, and if we ever need it, we have it here. I'm more than certain Galahad could probably put it to use.
Bo and Galahad. Speaking of, you two dust yourselves off and make your way to the market. And you're sort of weaving between the stalls here and there where you can fit. And you're not seeing the boss or Saphir or Aquilio.
Where is Fuse at this point?
You went to reconvene with them, right? After chasing the guy around?
Yeah. So I don't know if he, like, from what I understand, he's not there at this moment, but...
So you would still be chasing at around this time.
Understood.
In fact, you would have only heard that explosion as muffled because you were still inside the Skywise vessel. You were still in the internals when that happened.
Understood.
I promise I'm getting everybody gathered back together. It's just taking a minute.
I suppose we can ask around to see if anyone has seen them.
That's one option. Or we could just go back to the hotel and wait. They're going to come by sooner or later, right? Or no, there was like a meeting, wasn't there?
That's right. There was the meeting in the afternoon at the
Galahad
Cabriolet.
pulls out his note at the Cabriolet.
That's the fighty place, right?
Yeah.
That is the fighty place.
Do you want to sign up to fight one of the big bad moon thingies when we're there? Place bets in ourselves, whoop its ass.
I want to, but it's probably best we save that for after the contract.
Fine.
But I want to.
Man, skipped lunch too. I'm gonna be really hungry this evening. Well, we could go and do your meeting thingy-me-jigger doodle whatchamabobs.
Yeah, I might as well head to the Cabriolet.
It's fine.
Alright.
There are food stands by the Cabriolet. They're a bit more expensive because, convenience and food stands, but...
Not with my appetite, there ain't. We'll just wait till dinner. It's fine. I'll just be grumpy.
Well, if you two end up waiting by the Cabriolet, I will say that you'll get approached multiple times by people asking if you are gladiators for hire.
Looks
Do
at Galahad.
explain.
Well, because at arenas like this, gladiators, especially those for day matches, tend to be hired by someone who is effectively a sponsor to make money for them with the matches.
So basically, they want to hire us to fight.
Yes.
Is it for a single match?
It usually isn't. This is usually a career for those who can fight but don't want to go out and do the actually dangerous thing and face, say, the Moonscarred or bandits and vagabonds on the road or go ruin hunting. Or,
People don't want to get
actually-
murdered.
Yeah, people who don't want to get murdered or, who don't feel like being a guard.
People who want to fight but don't want to die.
People who want to do the flashy spectacle of fighting and show off without the danger of death. Usually.
Depends on what they're wanting us for, I guess. AKA, let's hear their offers, but I don't know if we're actually going to take any of them.
I'm going to fast track it and say you probably won't want to take any of their offers because generally it would require that you stay here for at least 4 more weeks.
No, thanks.
Right. Saphir, are you
Yes.
okay? Is
Yes,
everything...
I bought the shock trap. It's probably stored with the... not exactly with, but, with, quote-unquote, the barrel bomb.
You sure? You sure you don't want to put the shock trap on top of it so when the bomb explodes, it flings the trap on something?
I don't want the shock trap to accidentally set off the bomb.
So if you
It's
just
fine,
bought
if
a
you
comically large box of matches and you're asking if you want to store it on the dynamite.
Look, until you activate the trap, it doesn't spark.
Do you
Unless
mind
it's
if I...
faulty or broken or something?
Can I store my my electrical wiring on top of your ominous high explosive, please? Thank you.
Yeah, no. So not actually beside each other, but like on opposite corners of the storeroom.
Alrighty. So, Fuse. Inevitably, where are you where are you going to go to look for the others? Because you know the boss was in the market, but you also know there is the meeting today.
Well, I guess since we kind of backed up and not catching them in the market, I suppose he'll probably go to the meeting location,
Okay.
the arena thing.
I'm sorry. Time shenanigans made it a little difficult for you to catch them in the market.
No worries.
But as you were like climbing around trying to look for the guy, oh hey, look, that building sure got busted up bad. Wonder what happened there. But you do eventually come by Bo and Galahad waiting by the cabriolet as things begin to get later. And as for Saphir and Aquilio, you will escort the boss to go to this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And there you will all reconvene. And the boss meets with someone who, almost wordlessly, provides a stack of tickets to the lot of you, which he accepts, and this person, bearing the same carver's sigil on their lapel, leaves quickly. And it's not the same person that Galahad saw. This one is, or was, a human lady with an eye patch, somewhat rough and tumble looking, had what looked like a warhammer on her side, and she left.
Alrighty then. My friend will be meeting us inside the cabriolet. I hear tonight we have an excellent match. A shame I can't have you participating, but
He fans himself a bit with the vouchers and then holds them out to the four of you.
5?
Five of
Take
you,
the
sorry.
voucher.
Mhm.
Bo goes,
They
I want to fight, but damn it if we can.
these should be good for a meal. For most of us, anyway.
Well, thank you. Much appreciated. Grab the ticket.
My thanks,
Fear.
Galahad will say as he accepts his ticket.
Saphir takes his ticket, giving a little bow to the boss.
Yeah, Fuse will take his as well.
And he heads to the entrance of the cabriolet. Not the pathways and scaffolds that Bo and Galahad went up originally into the stands, but inside the cabriolet. Because at night...
I was going to say, before he moves to leave, Galahad would try to get his attention again.
Oh?
That guy you were telling us about with the golden sand, he's definitely here. Well, maybe not at the cabriolet, but he's in Skywise.
Yep.
Well, I assumed with the two of you alive, either he was dead or you merely escaped. Now I know which one.
He turned the residential building into a explosive lightning trap, so...
The entire top floor specifically.
He pauses for a second at that. Eye ridges furrowing, and you see his sort of usual jovial expression just crunch slightly at the corners into a frown.
Really? How unusual of him. I didn't take him to go for collateral damage. Noted.
Seems your friend is all in.
What an appropriate place to gamble, then.
And he motions for you all to follow. Because unlike the scaffold stairways that Bo and Galahad went up to the main bleachers and seats, at night, as the moonlight streams through the hole in the side of the Skywise hull, dimmed by gathering clouds and distant rumbling thunder, at the base of the cabriolet is a door, fashioned from shifting metal that hisses open for its guests. And inside they are led down. Deep inside a massive, shifting, living cylinder of metal. The hiss and rumble overshadowed by the din of a crowd roaring for blood sport. As you are taken down to the arena for night matches. And while there are seats for more common spectators, it seems your vouchers lead you into a special box seat with strange, firm glass windows and metal walls for protection. The seats themselves are comfortable, cushy even. And there's even what appears to be effectively a waiter or server with a menu ready to present to the lot of you. Very bougie, I would put it.
Oh, yay. This is that high, fancy, expensive food that you get at like shows and stuff, except it's like a quarter the portion for 7 times the price.
Oh, no. Not in that way. Bougie as in it looks like that. That's like the sort of aesthetic inside this booth. The menu is actual hearty food. The people of Skywise don't dine off of tiny portions, especially not those here for a night match. They're here to indulge. However, you will note, Bo, if you take a look at the menu, that there are options highlighted with a sheet of blue. And written on that sheet is a warning that the following items are taken from moon-scarred beasts, and thus contamination is a possibility, so indulge at your own risk. There are normal items on the menu, by the way. It's just the ones that are on the blue portion are contamination risks.
It's a really big red button.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And I'm
It sure
assuming you
is.
get the largest portions out of the big bread button.
I won't say no.
I mean, if it's from a moon-scarred beast, it's probably from something gnarly.
Unfortunately, in spite of your desire to see such a creature tonight, no. Tonight's match is against 2 competitors. And the announcer steps into the ring with what appears to be like a small rod with a net in it that they seem to press a button on it, and this netting between and the netting of it seems to glow, amplifying their voice as they announce the fighters. Tonight we have a very special match for our guests. and I hope you are all having a wonderful night, our Skywise citizens. A wave of raucous roars comes from the crowd. Tonight, we have our reigning champion, Alakale the Slick, versus... They pause, making a slight face, and they have to check a slip of paper from their vest. Is this right? They look over away from the arena, roll their eyes. And a newcomer, Mud Mud! Oh shit, I hope I wasn't too loud. Anyway. And from one corner comes a Solskjaer Mizutsune
Oh,
in this somewhat revealing combat outfit that allows this slick oil-like substance to coalesce and drip off their figure as they stride, slender and sinuous, into the arena, basking in the cheers of the crowd. And on the other end is a Baroth, hulking brute, bearing with him an axe made of molten rock. And this is what would have been the fun little scene for, the blood match, but that didn't happen. So, moving on. Are you all going to watch the match? Are you going to take time indulging in food or drink or company, as that is part of the menu?
Quillo will take a seat, kind of cross his legs, like kick them up a little bit, lean back, see if he can order a drink, and just get that out like, this is life. This is how life should be enjoyed. He's gonna watch the match.
you do so love your blood sports, sir.
It's not the blood sports.
Oh no,
It's being... Oh,
Saphir was talking to the boss.
okay.
I feel like Aquilio would still have responded, but
Actually, yeah, he's gonna be. It's not about the blood sports. It's about class and being treated like where you belong. And also the blood sports.
I take it Bo is doing food.
Yeah, we have no visitors and there's food. And he will, unfortunately, because I rolled it, avoid the moon scarred, even though there's a huge red button there that is screaming, touch me, 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 touch me. You can handle it, touch me, touch me, touch me.
You can totally handle
Like
it. Why not?
What about Fuse?
Fuse is going to order, a little bit of food, and otherwise probably be watching and taking notes. He's not so much interested in the bloodbath, but he is interested in learning about how others fight, so,
And Galahad.
Yeah.
What will you be indulging in?
Really, Gabby?
Galahad will actually simply just be watching the match.
So, as you all are watching the match... Oh, sorry.
You didn't ask me.
I'm sorry. My apologies. I thought you were watching the match. Saphir, what are you indulging in?
I mean, he'll probably get some, fish or whatever equivalent he can get to eat, but otherwise, he's not drinking any booze, and he's not even really watching the match. He's more watching everyone else around him.
All right.
Yeah, I got to send you a quick question here.
Sure. So, Saphir, how about... I feel like this would be an insight check. just for you to get a feel of the others around you.
Okay. Ooh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just. 1. 5.
Okay. So you are taking note of how everyone else is sort of indulging and enjoying these things. And you're making these little notes of who seems trustworthy. And though you aren't paying attention to the match, not really, you do notice that your boss always leans forward just a little further whenever the Mizutsune is acting, whenever they are going forward on the attack. And you know that look in his eye, like he's found a new prize piece of material.
Noted.
I will say, however, that around midway through this match, another person comes in, very quiet. It is a Temnoceran. Arachna Kadaki, specifically. And I apologize that I'm not linking like various images of what these monsters are, but that's why I'm saying the names so people can actually look them up if they want to.
Booter.
Yes, Spooter indeed. And she provides to the boss a folded letter, sealed in wax. And then whispers to him very briefly, kind of unsettling because it's not like she has very anthropomorphized facial features. It's still very like spider
Mandibles.
like, mandibles and chelicerae. So it's kind of creepy and unsettling. He doesn't seem particularly fazed by it.
Saphir's seen worse.
And then he simply nods to her, and she nods to Saphir, and she leaves. But for anyone curious about details of the match for the rest of the evening, Alakale is champion for a reason. They use their slick natural oil to slide around the arena and do circles around the brute that is Mudmud. And as soon as they've entirely encircled them in that same oil, they light it with a snap of their fingers into a pillar of flame. This does not end the match, but it does leave the armor of Mudmud this brittle, cracked earthen mess. Which, for his part, he weathers with great tenacity. Now, before we move on to ending this night, is there anything anyone else wants to do in the Cabrionet? Does anyone want to place bets? Does anybody want to do anything exceptional before returning back to the inn?
I mean, if this
Define
were
exceptional.
if this were a full form campaign, I'd be, rolling academics for studying their fighting and asking for discounts and stuff. But
I know.
Yeah, if we actually had the time, I'd be trying to sign up to fight with the Moon Beasts, but because yes,
Yep, I'm
and
aware.
Gabby is trying to bribe me to order some of the Moon Beast things. Is 500 bits enough? Do you think 500 bits is enough for Bo to eat some of this stuff?
Yeah, why not? You
Why
skipped
not?
lunch. You're hungry.
You're starving.
Yeah, I missed lunch, so sure, why not?
I mean, it's on a voucher. Which, by the way, y'all have not paid for most of your meals, and they've been fairly extravagant. You have to wonder where all this money comes from.
No,
Not
it's
that
better
silly.
than honest questions as a mercenary. Sorry.
I was about to say, even though most of you won't ask.
God.
Smile.
There is
So yeah,
Hmm?
Moon Scarred Beast meat. Woo.
Well, Bo, when you order it, you receive. It almost looks like somebody took the leg of some massive creature. You cannot tell what sort of moonscarred monster it came from. And cut it into sections, searing them like steaks. But they have this unnatural, almost neon hue to the meat, even cooked. There's this ring of, like, the skin is nice and crisp, but for some reason cooked, it's this strange neon pink hue, and the internal meat is this almost toxic looking blue. I'm talking like antifreeze blue.
All right, gents, salute. I'm gonna need some F's in chat.
And the marrow itself is this inky black color. Because there is that bone in there that I don't know if you're going to choose to eat it or not.
Yes, because do not make waste.
Okay. Please make an integrity check.
Yep.
Oh. Is it bad? I'm kind of hoping he fails.
I'm hoping Ren's luck inspires him.
I feel like Fuse is going to watch this and take notes vigorously.
100%. He's given his warnings before about the Moonscarred stuff. If they're gonna continue, he's at least going to learn from it.
Out of character, I was paid to do this. So,
Hmm.
salute.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
In character, you were curious and wanted to push the button anyway.
I did, but I was going to be a smart person.
Oh.
About those ones, those aren't going to be sticking around because guess what I fucking have? Boost dice. There's a
Okay.
few though. Yeah, I'm re-rolling all three of those ones. And I need another die. We'll take that. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we'll keep the 10. That'll be a 10 integrity.
Darn.
Alrighty. On a 10, you feel invigorated by this meal, by this meat. There is something inside it. It's not just the strange blood that's still soaked into the meat somehow. It's not just the tender skin, even the bones that you manage to crunch down and sup upon that dark ichor of marrow. There is something inside it that feels almost like you're drinking I would say sunlight, but that's not quite right.
Yeah, moonlight.
Yes, but again, not entirely correct. Because I don't think you've had the pleasure of imbibing moon's blood before. Would you have?
Probably not, honestly.
It is both cool and hot as it races down into your body and feeds into your veins. And you're too engrossed in eating to realize this, but anyone else watching you will observe these veins of auroral light that pulse under your hide as you consume this meal, ever so slightly, with each bite you take.
For the record, Fuse is going to be holding a suffocate against Bo. Just in case. He's making his notes and observing and watching, but just in case, you know.
He's ready to pull the trigger.
You know, gun
Hand
just
on the
casually
sword.
pointed directly at Bo, you know.
Beauregard,
Mm-hmm.
for the next 24 hours, you will receive a +1 guaranteed damage on any ability you use.
Does that
However,
include weapons?
it has to be an ability, not a weapon.
Okay, but the however is...
Just want to point out that technically weapons are classified as abilities.
Oh, okay.
Well, I wanted to ask because he said abilities specifically. I kind of figured it wouldn't count as weapons because these sound like natural abilities specifically, not...
I figured as much, that's why I'm clarifying for Key that, you know, technically...
Yes,
Fine.
natural abilities. Natural abilities.
It's... Well, no, I do have one ability that does damage, but continue, Key.
However, you will take 2 points of exhaustion tonight as your body staves off contamination.
Understood.
You know, with the company that our boss here keeps, Saphir's probably seen people eat or drink the moon blood before.
You have. You've even had the pleasure of meeting a lunatic once. It was not pleasant.
Uh-huh.
So you know what this can do to someone.
Mm-hmm.
And that may color your perception of potential allies, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll just have to see. As when the match dies down, of course, Alakali is victorious. As again, they are champion for a reason. But still, the crowd cheers. Now, mind you, the challenger is not dead. But they are dragged out of the arena, scorched and battered. With their axe. The boss will take the rest of you back to the heliotrough. And since you've already had dinner, he doesn't bother convening around the usual table. Instead, he brings the lot of you to the hallway, looking very pleased as he holds up his sealed letter.
This, my friends, is the meeting place. Nobody else, besides my most trusted confidants, and the people I am meeting, will know where it is. Tomorrow morning, we are going to that meeting spot, and you are going to check it out. You will investigate every inch. We will get every trick and trap out of the way. And when that's done, you can do as you please. I prefer if you continue investigating. But once we clear this place, all that's left is the meeting the day after. And then we can all be on our merry way. How does that sound?
Thumbs up.
Sounds like a plan I can get behind.
Yes. Sounds like business.
And business, my dear Saphir, is very good.
Speaking of Saphir, they reach over and grab you by the arm.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight you will be staying with me, considering we had an intruder last night.
Very well, sir.
Oh
Very
my.
good.
Somebody gets to sleep with the boss.
The lot of you can take watch if you want. I trust Saphir. They'll keep me plenty safe, won't you?
Of course, sir.
Good.
They smile in a sickly sweet manner and drag Saphir off to their room, leaving the rest of you to decide what to do.
There's a part of me that wanted to roll insight for intentions, but I don't know if I wanted to figure out the answer.
You know,
You, may,
I'm gonna roll an insight anyways because why not?
you all may roll
Because
insights if you want.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna
Sure.
use cunning for this. Sure.
My specialty is just a +1, right?
Yep.
Yes,
So
unless
roll.
it's mastered, then it's a +3.
Okay.
I remember, Zim explained this to me last time.
Do I like that roll? No, I don't. Sure, I'll do this then.
Do
That is
I
way
want
better.
to insight?
Sorry, what? I probably misheard you.
He said, do I want to insight?
Okay, I thought you said, do I want to end someone?
That's
I mean, it's always a relevant question.
I
but-
mean, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna vigor push to make a 9.
2. And my 10 got entirely negated.
So,
7.
Galahad, there's definitely something extra going on here.
Wiggle brows.
Best
Which
use
is
of
funnier because of the potential information he has.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. That's super funny.
Yeah.
Gosh, those cards were wonderful. Bow and Fuse. maybe there's something going on, but it really didn't seem like it. This is like the first indicator. It could just be that the boss is saying it weird. Also, like, has not had Saphir guarding them in their room this entire time thus far. And even on the trip over was not like near to Saphir like this.
Weird.
Um
Put it away, but it was a 7.
oh, Aquilio, you got a 7?
Mhm.
Okay.
I was just
So-
impatient. I like looking orderly.
So Quilio, on a 7, this is not what Galahad thinks it is. This is
Business, probably.
not just business, but it's something about trust. He made it seem lascivious on purpose.
Weird. Interesting.
What do the rest of you do for the night?
I'll take fourth watch. I've got a dog to walk
I'll take
and
first.
feed.
Well, first, Galahad is going to put his hand on Bo's shoulder and go, probably shouldn't eat more of that moon-scarred stuff.
I feel both tired and amazing at the same time. Probably a very bad idea to eat anymore.
Well, if you do eat some, please make sure that I can. I'm quite curious, so make sure I'm around.
I don't intend to. One-time experience. Sometimes you just got to enjoy the small extravagancies of life that you don't get otherwise.
Exactly.
And I feel like some astral being beyond our realm got paid to do this for some reason, even though I was really not considering it until, the chance came up and I just had to.
But was it
Hey.
good?
Hey, Bo, the digestion just hit that phase where you're starting to see color.
Ooh. Yeah, this is going to be a fun walk with the doggo.
See color or smell color?
Both.
Ah, the synesthesia.
As a one-time thing, this will be fun. Never again, though. Galahad, when'd you get that new eye color? Looks really pretty on you. Pink suits you. Pats your shoulder back.
Meanwhile, nothing about Galahad is pink.
This gonna be a bad trip.
So Galahad is just going to blink, sigh, look at Aquilio and go, and you said you're taking first?
Yeah.
I'll take second.
Works for me.
Guess that means Fuse is third.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Saphir.
Hello.
You are pulled into Gaspard's room
Mm-hmm.
in a manner that you have been pulled aside before.
Yes.
You know that he likes to make a show of this before hired help as a way to try and throw them off. You've never known him to have an interest in others.
Yeah.
Instead, once he's shut and locked the door in this windowless room, he presents to you the sealed letter.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to go out ahead of everyone else, Saphir. And don't worry about sneaking out. Once you take the letter, He goes to a particularly large wardrobe and opens it up.
Secret passage, secret passage.
And in this wardrobe, there is no backing, but rather it leads to a very cramped space between the walls. Quiet as you be.
Do I go through the wardrobe to the meeting place ahead of time?
As you go to leave, you see his smile, that slight magnetic glow of his gullet. Don't fail me, Saphir. And he shuts the door behind you.
He hasn't actually told me the meeting place though.
No,
But
it's
I
in the letter he gave you.
guess when I find a secluded place after leaving the inn through the secret passage, I guess I'll open it and read it.
So, Aquilio, my dear First Watch, please, perception.
Of course.
Just in case.
Finally.
Oh boy.
That was a 10, but I moved it by accident.
Oh no.
2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'll re-roll that one. 8.
On an 8, as you're taking First Watch, you're a little more alert.
Oh.
Are you positioning yourself in any particular way for your watch?
Honestly, for once tonight, he was just gonna... I'm just gonna probably be walking around a little up and down the hallway, making my presence known a little more. Not necessarily trying to hide away and find someone who might be, trying to sneak in, but more so keeping an active eye out. I rolled with body for this one.
Ah, I see. Well, as you're walking up and down the hall, just a few minutes into your watch, you hear an extra creak that doesn't quite match your footstep. Almost like it came from inside a wall. And you pause. Go on.
Can I identify which wall?
It's a wall on the side of the hall that the boss's room is on.
Can I press my ear against it?
You may. And I need another perception check.
Oh dear.
And at this point, I would need a subterfuge from Saphir.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, Ash.
Nah, it's great. Spicy.
Meanwhile, I'm out walking a dog, which I need the name of, by the way. Bo is finally going to ask the Barker's name.
6, 7, 8.
I don't know, Copper.
There you go,
Which is
Molly. You can stop now.
Which is funny, considering their coloration. I could have named them Rex, but that would have been mean.
I'm going to soul that one.
If you named it Rex, Fuse would have stolen him in about 10 seconds.
I mean, Fuse would have stolen him anyways.
Well, Copper's mine, sorry.
6, 7,
Soul the one.
8.
That's a 9.
7. That's a 7.
As you press closer to the wall to listen, Aquilio, you hear a subtle scraping noise. As Saphir, you do your best to be quiet, but unfortunately, with your spines and the cramped space, occasionally they just sort of scrape up against the internals of the walls. Aquilio, are you going to follow this sound?
Yeah.
You follow it, and you start to hear it recede to a lower floor. Are you going to follow it downstairs? There is a window at the end of the hall you can look out of, but there's no guarantee you will follow that sound out there.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna look out the window. After all, I shouldn't leave the watch unless I see something weird.
Alrighty. You stand at the window for a good minute or two, just watching out there. And just as you're about to turn away, you catch in the corner of your vision, in your periphery, the ghostly pale form of Saphir, quietly and surreptitiously making their way toward Skywise, away from the heliotrough.
Ah. Who was taking second watch?
I
Galahad.
believe that's
It's only a
Galahad.
couple. It's only a couple minutes into yours.
Yeah. Aquilia's gonna go and knock on Galahad's door. Give it a little peek open and be like, hey, can you take over really early? Something might be up. I need to go follow a lead.
Ugh. Fine.
I'll make it up to you. I'll take 2 shifts next time.
There won't be a next. Wait. There's not gonna be a next time.
Yeah. And if Galahad does come out, he's gonna sneak out to try to follow Saphir.
All right. How far back are you hanging, Aquilio?
Also, do you
Probably-
tell Galahad anything more than a lead?
No. After all, if this turns out to be the jackpot, he's gonna be the one to turn it into the boss. Other word. Probably middle-ish distance, far enough that he's going to see Saphir take any extra turns or the like, but not far back enough that a little disruption might make him lose sight.
All right.
Do
So
I notice Aquilio?
before I do that opposed check, Saphir, the location of the meeting place is somewhere in number 6, the residences of the Sunslant. There are multiple ways to get there. How would you like to get to 6 from where you currently are on the map?
So I have a question.
Yes.
Where's the poison shop?
The poison shop is under the stairs, which I can mark with...
Which is 1, right? Yeah,
They're under the stairs right there where that black mark is.
So I could theoretically go there along the way without taking too much longer.
Theoretically, technically, if you wanted to get up to the sun slant, you would still need to double back around to go up the stairs. to get to the
Mhm.
lift, which is the fastest way from there.
But if I'm trying to lose anyone who might be following me, it's also a good play. It's, good to
It's-
take illogical paths.
Correct, and it's in the market. There are many places to hide, many turns to go around.
Mm-hmm.
So, before that, there will be a point where Saphir and Aquilio are in relatively open ground. So I need Saphir to make a perception and Aquilio to make a subterfuge.
I have a question. How notable is using a Farcaster?
It creates a cloud of smoke that obscures the user.
Darn.
Hey, Key, I have a really
Isn't that
dumb
cool?
question.
Yeah?
What are the chances that the very stoned Bo walking his dog runs into them?
That's a good question. Hey, Fuser Galahad, roll percentiles to see if Bo comes across either of these two away from their post.
58.
58.
All right. I need one more.
I'll do it this time.
2, 3, 4.
Oh dear.
76.
Y'all couldn't roll well. All right.
That's a 3 perception for me.
Oh boy. Wow.
That's it's 8.
Unfortunately, Saphir, everything is quite dark.
Mm-hmm.
There's only very brief flickers of light from the sky as this storm continues to gather and build overhead as it has over the past day. So even when you look around, you do not spy that purple Ludroth in the distance as they scuttle just behind a dune large enough to conceal their bulk.
It's totally shaped exactly like them.
It's
A suspiciously Ludroth shaped dude.
yes, a suspiciously Ludroth shaped dune. And you are distracted as you begin to move into the ruined city proper, as you hear the familiar voice of Bo talking it up with Copper about whatever his stoned Tigrex ass is talking about. I don't know.
Music, obviously, because I'm going to be a famous performer one day, you understand. After this job, I'm going to go out and I'm going to be like the best musician. I'm going to buy brand new equipment for my whole band because we've been working off of third-rate garbage for so damn long. It's going to be fantastic and amazing.
Gonna
My
make
voice will
music
finally be
great
heard.
again.
Oh God. Just more like that. And just anytime you're close enough to a surface bow, you're like tapping on it, getting a rhythm, hearing like
God.
the sound of the various stone and material and wood, and like just like the pat of your tail and feet in the sand. And Copper's just bouncing along like, this is fine. Yeah, okay, I totally know what you're talking about. I haven't been a street urchin all my life.
Uh-huh. Hey, can I hide from Bo?
You don't have to. He
Okay.
literally doesn't. He doesn't notice you, but it's this close call where you end up slipping into a side alley, and Bo completely passes by Aquilio. Does not notice at all as you go back to the hotel. So, as we move into the markets, it is now Aquilio's turn for perception and Saphir's turn for subterfuge.
Yay!
All right.
Oh, Gib Gab, if Copper's gonna be tone deaf, it's gonna be like at least $10 to Era.
Why would you hurt me like this, Gabby?
Because it's funny.
I'm gonna body these 3 dice.
What are my rolls the instant I have to roll against Azure?
Oh, don't worry. Mine started at a 2
Goodness gracious.
and is now a 4.
I rolled an 8.
How many dice do you have for perception?
9. Actually, I'm gonna remove this one. That's 9.
I have 10 for subterfuge and 9 for perception.
I feel so bad for Saphir. But like, man, I guess you just stand out or something.
He's white.
Or
To be fair, he is
yeah.
white, so he reflects all of the light.
What's
Whatever-
happening here is, in my mind, it's just Aquilio sees this and he's like money. He's just locked in like he's never been in his life.
It's like, I smell money. Money, 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 money. With just giant Zenny signs in his eyes.
Azure is a giant Zenny sign.
Oh,
Or
no.
Saphir is.
I don't know. I'd say Azure's pretty valuable.
Azure is invaluable. Azure is invaluable. There is no price you could put on a friend like him.
Oh. This is true.
Well, that was a squeak.
That was wholesome. Made my
is
heart
super-
hurt.
He is super vulnerable to praise and affection. It is really adorable.
Oh, like you, Cookie?
No, in a different way.
Goodness. All right. Before we devolve into a contest of praises, Saphir,
Mhm.
you make it to this little nook under the stairs. It's barely a crack, a crevice made from need of maintenance, with a shoddily put in iron grate with a gate there. And sitting just behind this little gate door is a merchant. They're sitting there, seemingly looking over various bottles and vials. With the dark of the storm, it's hard to tell what exactly they are and what exactly is in these containers. And Aquilio, you manage to keep up with Saphir, who is trying to walk with as much caution as they do purpose. And so it slows them a bit. And by now, they're starting to believe that they may have gotten here undetected. There's enough places to duck around. They can double back and weave around. It should be fine.
Mhm.
They've made it. For now.
All right. So yeah, I guess I step into the shop.
The gate creaks noisily
Mm.
in quiet, rumbling night. It sets you on edge. And for a moment, you look back, and Aquilio, you manage to keep yourself far enough back that the breeze from this storm wafts a banner in the way of you by sheer luck for just that one moment. As Saphir turns back to the merchant. This shop of poison.
evening.
And a fine evening to you.
I'm in the market for your medicine. He says, like, very knowingly, giving a very, like, knowing look, but also, you know, always the plausible deniability.
They provide you a gap-fanged smile. Is that right? And how strong of a medicine do you need? What ails you, young man?
Something for a rather rotund man of strong constitution. Sorry,
Nice.
rotund keyed of strong constitution.
I see. I see. And there's the sound of shifting sand as though they're like grabbing and digging up something. How close do you want to get, Aquilio?
You read my mind. I was gonna ask, first of all, what is the banner? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, it's just like a multicolored banner from one of the market stalls.
I was just gonna ask
Festival.
if I could grab one to use it as a quote-unquote cloak. Or
You,
something good for cover, not colorful.
I mean, you sure could. In the dark, the color doesn't really matter, unless, like, even if Saphir has like dark vision, I assume you have dim vision.
Yeah, something like dim vision. Yeah.
Like, if you have dark vision, it's a lot easier to see. But
Yeah, I wanted to grab something to try to cover myself up a little, so at least the Ludroth, neck thing is less visible, less identifiable.
yeah,
And
you
then
can
get closer.
pull down a banner and like wrap it around your neck, almost like a big oversized scarf.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me one more subterfuge.
Dear, oh dear.
I gotta keep the tension up somehow.
All right, you got it. Two, three, five, six. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7.
You manage to creep closer from stall to stall. There are very few out this late at night, particularly here in the market. And what few you did espy are garbed similar to the way you are now, covering themselves up. Saphir, unfortunately for them, is a bit of an outlier. But you do manage to get close enough that you can start to overhear. Tell an old hunter, young fellow. What affinity does this key bear? Else my medicine will be fruitless.
Fire and sulfur and explosions. Blast. Yes.
Blast. For a moment, you catch a glint of a milky blind eye. Ah. The constitution of fire. And they grin ever so wide, showing so few teeth for it. A challenge. And they rise to a height taller than yourself, unnaturally spindly, warped beneath their garb, wrapped almost like a mummy. And they reach into a sash at what you assume must be their waist and pull out a small vial of iridescent pale blue liquid. Its droplets hover slightly as it moves before they collect together again. For fire, the cure is a biting frost to chill the heart and bone. Have you payment?
How much is it gonna run me?
Let me carve a strip of hide. Your pretty pearlescent hide. And I shall gift you this.
Oh boy. Yeah.
You-
Yeah, Saphir's gonna do this.
You see in their other hand an implement you have not seen in some time.
Mm-hmm.
A hunter's carving knife. I need to know, Aquilio,
Mhm.
are you going to interfere?
No.
Do you watch?
You know, as the knife approaches, he might just turn his head away.
I mean, I assume Saphir has to take off his shirt.
Never mind, he's looking. I mean, what?
It's like, oh wait, hot guy.
Okay.
No, Saphir.
Oh.
They're going to take it from your arm.
Oh. Which one?
So,
Ooh,
they're
I
going
probably
to
get to...
hold the vial to you. What
Mhm.
hand do you take it in?
He's gonna take the longer glove off of his left arm, which he uses to hold his bow, and uses that arm to grab the vial.
As you rightly suspect, the merchant's newly freed hand grasps your wrists and pulls you close.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make an integrity check.
That's the part where Aquilio looks away.
Oh. Yeah, that's 4 dice. Because I doubt charming, cunning, or logic is gonna help him here.
You might be able to finagle logic here, because this is this isn't about not passing out. This is to not scream.
Oh. He's gonna take one of his arrows, break it, and stick the wooden haft in his mouth to bite down on.
You may do so with decreased difficulty then.
Okay.
In fact, take an extra die.
That's a good solution.
That's 6 dice.
In fact, I should have awarded like an
Oh, wait.
extra die to Aquilio for their subterfuge for the banner thing.
Like 7 actually, but okay.
Yeah, for the next time.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Aren't you out of
power it
resources?
No, I can willpower that. I can willpower that. I have a willpower to use for that.
Yeah.
Because no, I'm not. Oh god. Okay.
Okay, that's so much better.
It's still a 2.
Do you have a vigor to make the 9s explode?
You know what? I do. And I'll even use my last boost die to make that to soul that one. Okay, and then 2 extra die for the exploding 9s.
The weather is threatening to R word. So this is the luck we're getting.
I was
Okay.
muted. I was
Oh,
saying
I'm
I want to hear
sorry.
the scream though.
Oh,
Aw.
so it's the exploding 9s. Do they count as 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's reduced difficulty because of the.
Yes. Because of you put the arrow in your mouth, you got something to help muffle yourself.
That's a 9.
On a 9, you are able to keep yourself from screaming and alerting whomever else may be out, be they guards, be they other surreptitious folk.
Be they one very stoned bow who would have absolutely come running.
Yep. Fortunately for yourself. And they take a strip of hide. It is a strip they take from the length of your forearm. And afterwards, they cast a stinging powder upon the wound. Painful, but you pull through.
How much damage do I take?
I'm going to say you take 2 damage.
Huh.
It is not a swift process. They are meticulous about it.
If you
Not-
hadn't looked at if you hadn't looked away, Aquilio would have been rolling integrity to not pass out.
You can hear those groans of pain, though. And afterwards, they provide you a roll of bandages to cover it.
Yep.
Simple, a small roll, but
Bandages his arm, and then once it's good, puts his long glove back on. Long leather glove.
a pleasure doing business, my new friend. Their wide grin greets you again as they slowly sink down into their previous crouched position, seeming so much more normal, covered in their cloak that way. Already they have stashed away the strip of hide for whatever means they have it for.
Sophia's gonna stash away his vial right in his vest. Yeah, on the inside. And I guess he's gonna leave the shop.
Alrighty. You leave. Aquilio.
Yeah. Basically, the question here is, would there be any good spot to hide in, such that I can continue to tail Saphir, like he walks past me and won't see me if he looks around? Or must I, like, go back and duck into cover further back?
Close as you are, the options left to you are jumping into a market stall or pretending to be a pile of carpets.
Gabby, you know the funny answer here. You know you have to now.
Okay, what role would pretending to be the pile of carpets be?
Subterfuge, and it would be at increased difficulty unless you can give me a very good reason.
I have a rug on me. I can cover myself with it.
You have a rug. A single rug is not a pile.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Could I
welcome in,
pretend-
Conrad. Conrad's here to do some art.
Oh,
Hey.
Hello, Conrad. I don't think I have Conrad on this particular. Nope, I don't.
what are the chances I could pretend to be like a homeless person sleeping in the street covered with the banner?
You could. I would allow you to try subterfuge, but then it would be against Saphir's insight, not their perception.
Good. I'll roll my soul and cunning and subterfuge for it.
Oh,
All right, Saphir, let's see that insight.
oh boy.
While you roll, I need a minute.
I'm going to willpower. How much vigor do I have left? I can willpower and vigor, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna soul this one for one.
Okay. 1,
And-
2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to vigor these to count as crits. So it's
Yep,
2,
so you
4,
gotta roll
5.
2 more dice.
Okay, I have returned.
I will body these. I will use my last boost die on this.
I have a 5 total.
I believe.
You can't actually.
No?
You sold.
Oh,
You
I
can't
can
do
only use
that.
one. Bruh.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a 4 on me. Darn.
Oh,
Oh
You can
no.
use another soul. But-
Oh, that's true. I could. I will. It's fair.
Better hope for a 10, though.
That's a 5.
oh no.
Wait, total?
Yeah, you got
Yes.
a total of a 5.
I also got a
I have
total of a 5.
Do you have any more boost dice left?
No, I'm broken.
Saphir, as you go to leave from this clandestine meeting, this exchange, you spy Hunkered trying to pretend like they're not there. Fairly well hidden due to the bulk of that banner they've wrapped around themselves like some makeshift shawl or scarf. In the dark, it's hard for you to make out at first, but you recognize the purple. You've been with them for days, traveling for even longer. Hunkered down in a corner between two stalls is a Coolio.
How quickly can I have an arrow hit the surface beside his head?
And how quickly can I throw a Farcaster to be teleport right behind them?
I would say
I'm
give me
giving a
opposed
warning
initiative
shot.
checks.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh.
What was initiative check again, or just an initiative roll?
Initiative check,
it's
you
the
know, the standard
dice.
check is just the initiative skill.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
attribute, expertise, initiative.
I swear, more systems need to have initiative as an actual skill.
Agreed.
The number of times
yeah.
that I have run into a situation where it's like, okay, who's gonna act first here?
I can't do anything about my dice anymore. I am all out. 2.
Well,
Just give me a moment. Do math.
He's a little shaky, you know? He just
oh,
gave his pound of flesh.
yeah.
Oof.
Of course.
Oh.
Of course, for this one, it's a good one.
Oh,
I'm gonna roll the times. Just out of spite.
I mean, they could roll ones.
I
True.
don't mind, realistically.
oh, oh,
Um,
Oh no.
Oh, is it just the closing thing?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10.
So you said you were throwing the Farcaster?
Yeah, I just want to teleport behind him and then pull out my blade.
Saphir,
Mhm.
you grit your teeth through pain as you move your arms as fast as possible. It still stings, that pain in your bow arm, as you bring your weapon to bear, knock an arrow and let it loose. It thuds into the stall, but not before this cloud of colored smoke explodes from where Aquilio is, and suddenly they are behind you with their blade drawn, pressed at your neck.
That's where we end the session, right?
No, we still
we
have
got 30
like-
minutes left.
We got 30 minutes. That ain't the end.
I know.
I still got a boss fight for y'all. That's gonna have to happen next time.
Ah,
I
so that'll be
suppose
the
we
next
can
2
talk.
sessions. Got it.
How long have you been following me?
Pretty much since you left.
Oh. You won't get
So-
any money for reporting me to the boss, I'm afraid.
And what would I get?
At best, a reprimand. At worst, you're never seen again.
Can I roll insight to know whether or not Saphir's lying?
You sure can.
Do I roll anything, or?
You may roll deception if you happen to be lying.
That's gonna be great for you. I roll 0.
Or what? Persuasion?
Yep, deception or persuasion.
Whichever one's okay.
Yep, whichever one is appropriate. You can let me know which one in private if you want.
I'm gonna vigor to push that 9 to a 10, and I'm gonna roll one more die. I can hope for another 10. It's a 6. I rolled a 1.
Well, your 9 counts as a 2 now.
Yeah, that's why it's a 1 in total.
Instead of a 0.
Exactly. I can hope he rolls a 0.
Well, actually, currently I would say that your 6s would count, Aquilio, because you're the one who has a knife to his throat, not the other way around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3.
3.
3.
All right.
That's pretty decent. That is a 4 plus this.
All right.
That's a 5.
Aquilio,
Mm-hmm.
Saphir has, up to this point, seemed a very straight-laced sort. always obeying their boss's orders without question, and keeping in line. You can tell, shaky though they may be, and even in the dark, where it is hard to see their expression, they are telling you the truth. They know things about your employer you could never dream in your wildest nightmares. So who is to say that anything that they have just told you is untrue?
Then let us say it is true. What's the poison for? One of us? Someone else?
Oh. There's a long pause as Saphir thinks. Before I tell you, I want to ask you, do you know what the carvers really do?
For good reason, I've been trying to avoid it. Aside from the inklings I've heard, not really.
Usually you have the, oh god, what's the... You know, hunters who go out and slay the feral beasts and come back with their parts for use in weaponry and medicine and various other things. Well, Key'd also have very similar biologies.
And so why take it from the monsters when you can take it from...
People. Yes.
So is that what your plan is? Something you disagree with and you decide to poison your boss?
Poison my boss? I've been working for him for nearly a decade now. Why would I ever do something like that?
And who's the poison for?
Oh, definitely Fuse.
Fuse was just too annoying. He knows too much.
Either that or the rest of us, once the job's done, why pay us if they can just be rid of us?
The worst part is if he said fuse, it would be like, oh, never mind, it's a misunderstanding. We're good to go.
Oh, no!
I'd be tempted.
Another character people don't like.
I love
Poor
Fuse, though.
Kasha.
Quilio.
You were a useful pickpocketing distraction.
You seem rather infatuated with Zenny.
Let's say I am.
Well, whatever I use this poison for, I promise you, it will not impact you getting paid.
Will it impact me?
It shouldn't.
Shouldn't?
I mean, provided it succeeds, it shouldn't. But should it fail, somebody's going to be very angry.
And let's say were this to fail and questions were to be asked. What would happen with you?
depends what you would say. Would it not?
Hmm.
You kind of have all the power in this situation.
Is it an offer I'm hearing?
You can have my cut in its entirety if you look the other way.
Hmm. One more assurance. Say this were to happen. What's the chance I'd wake up with a knife at my neck weeks later?
I won't say it would be impossible, but the one who would order such a thing would not be with us anymore.
Key, I have one more question.
Sure.
Let's say I have a specialty, hypothetically, in poisons and toxins. Would I be able to identify what's in the vial?
With an appraisal. And
Okay.
if you had such a specialty, I would let you add that.
I totally have the specialty.
Oh, are you going to take it from his pocket to look at
No,
it?
he's trying to identify it.
Oh, yeah, but it's in a vial that he's tucked in his vest.
Then, well, yeah, that's why to clarify first. I wanted to get that before saying this. And as a final show of trust, what is it that you got from the merchant?
Saphir will very slowly, carefully pull the vial out and show Aquilio.
From there, can I roll the appraisal?
You may.
Let
And
me
while you pull the appraise, I'll describe for
Jeez.
everyone. In this translucent vial, this liquid seems to want to defy gravity. Because while it pools at the bottom of this glass, occasionally droplets of it flow up and into each other and apart and back down into the rest of the mass, all while providing this soft, pale blue glow that illuminates our two mercenaries' faces in the dark. A dim gleam like a star plucked from the cold heavens.
Roll 2.
2.
Oof.
Unfortunate. You have not seen a poison like this before, Aquilio. You're more versed in your personal poisons, the more mundane kind, the kinds that are either common enough to be dismissed with accidents or are subtle enough that they're not likely to be found. This is something loud. This is something that, when used, there is no doubt of poisoning. You do not know its name. You don't know what it does. But you know that the end result will likely be just the same as if someone were to take in your poison. In the end, the purpose of a poison is death.
Yeah, but it all depends on the journey. There are some poisons that make you feel real damn good before you die.
Bo would know right now.
I was about to say gestures to Bo. Like, poor Galahad on this watch, by the way. I like to think that around this time, Galahad, just being super grumpy, knocks on Fuse's door to exchange watches.
Wouldn't Galahad see Bo come home at some point after the walk?
Yes, actually. Yes. So while they're having this conversation, Bo, you eventually arrive back at the hotel. Galahad's on watch. Wow, you didn't think you were gone that long. Time sure flies when you're high on moon stuff.
Bo's gonna get up to the top of the stairs and stare at Galahad for several moments and be like, that's a really cool outfit, but why are you... How long was I gone?
Galahad is just looking disgruntled. He's not saying anything.
Oh no, have I gone deaf? Hey Copper, can you hear me? Yes, I know what I
Yeah?
just said.
Wait, I didn't
Galahad?
say anything just then.
Galahad, is something going on?
Probably.
I
Do you need company?
No.
Oh, is
Do
this
you
the kind
need
of
a
company
hug?
where I gotta go stay locked in the closet for?
what?
Bo just gives Copper a look like, what the fuck just came out your mouth?
Holy shit!
They look up at Bo completely, like, serious, but with, like, the innocent dog eyes going on.
Oh no, you're a mess.
Get this creature away from me.
Yeah. Do you want me to come back out, or are you good?
I'm fine.
He's certainly not fine.
That is the not fine, I'm gonna stay out of your way, finger guns. See you in the morning. Slides into his room, pushes Copper in with his tail.
Bye, cool armor dude.
Shuts the door. Doesn't go to bed. Just has Copper go to bed. Instead, I'm gonna wait by the door. And I'm gonna listen.
So does Aquilio let Saphir go?
Yeah.
Real quick, Bo might hear Galahad go, I've never wanted to throw something like a baseball so hard before.
You hear from Bo's room, I'm way too high for whatever the fuck is going on.
I'm not high enough for what's going on. There's a thump as Copper just flops on the floor loudly, and then thump, 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 thump as they roll themselves under the bed.
Bo just puts a hand to his forehead and goes, okay. That's okay. All right.
Can't wait for this job to be over.
I just want to finish this now. Holy crap. All right. Bo's just going to stand silently by the door now. But listening.
Bo had last watch, though.
I was not gonna sleep at this rate.
Apparently, Fuse
Bo's
is
gonna
just
get a
getting
sleep
to.
between 2 and 3.
Yeah. This is gonna have the night. This is the second night out of 3 that you skipped on watches. What's this gonna be?
The
Fuse
problem
getting.
is... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Fuse getting all the beauty sleep, absorbing all that juicy information they've been getting.
Well, you see, the fun part is that we're apparently not even finished with second watch yet, or with
We're
first
not
watch
even-
yet. So
Yeah.
No. It would have gone into second watch during the course of this.
okay.
Like I said,
Well-
it might be that Galahad is like banging on the door, waking up Fuse.
Oh, then I am definitely going to bed, so that way I at least get some sleep before my watch.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's taken that long.
And also,
Well, when once we're done with second watch, Galahad, yes, is going to wake Fuse up.
Fuse wakes
Think
up
for a
without
minute.
a problem.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Hmm. Keep an eye out for Aquilio.
Is something going on?
He said he was checking on a lead.
Got it.
Just make sure he doesn't. If he shows up, at least hopefully he's not fucking dying. I don't want to clean the mess up.
You know, I
Between all
actually
the
might
blood
have
and
a
poison.
spell for cleaning things up. It's actually a really simple one, a small cantrip thing that could just, take care of things without a problem. So, cleaning
Galahad's
up
going
blood's
to
an
reach
easy
out.
thing.
Galahad's going to reach out with one hand and close Fuse's mouth.
Yep, Fuse is 110% going to be killed by the party/boss.
Poor Fuse. You're like the only person that does not seem to have ulterior motives thus far.
Well, he's got an ulterior motive. Knowledge.
Galahad's going to take a deep
Gosh.
breath and go, "No offense. Too tired for this tonight." And he's going to go to bed.
Fuse will shrug. Take a seat out in the hallway, pull out a book, begin reading. After a bit, swap over to his notes and reviewing them. Looking up every now and then, of course.
Man, your watch is so peaceful. This is so easy. What are the others complaining about? Why would they even be tired? They're just up for like a couple hours.
Galahad's going to stab you through the fourth wall.
Oh. So,
Okay.
Saphir and Aquilio,
Mhm.
how are you resolving your little standoff?
After a few more seconds, Aquilia's gonna hum a little, then nod, and pull the sword away. He's not gonna sheath it or stash it away. He's just gonna move it away from Saphir. Then we have an understanding.
Mhm.
Though I will warn you, if this comes back to haunt me, I will
You'll-
make sure.
You'll come back to haunt me, yes.
Pretty much. Even if as a ghost.
But yes, Saphir pulls the broken sealed letter out. I have a job to do currently that you're not supposed to know about.
Well, good luck with it. I'll head back to mine that you are supposed to know about.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta ask, is Saphir gonna drag Aquilio on the job?
Oh,
You can ask nicely.
I know, but Aquilio, I'm already asking a lot of Aquilio.
Well, this does take you up to the residences in Sunslant, where there are things to purloin.
True. My current objective will take me up to the Sunslant, where there are things that could be stolen.
He's already kind of starting to walk away, and then he pauses, and on a single foot does a full 180-degree turn.
About face?
Thinking about it, maybe I should accompany you just to make sure this job won't endanger me.
Very well. Saphir
puts his bow away, and the next arrow he had pulled out,
And he's gonna put his sword away.
and taking a meandering path, we'll head up to the Sunslant.
Excellent. Ah, and you thought you learned nothing from spending a decade under the wing of Gaspard. Even if you might not like to admit it inside. Saphir and Aquilio make their way up to the residences of the Sunslant. It has no official name, not like the cylinder ranks inside, but some have taken to calling it the Corona. But here, beneath the storm and the night, these gilded houses are dim, dulled and tarnished, and you weave from alley to street to byway, and you find it. A little place set between two larger buildings. And in this sealed envelope, there's a key wrought in brass. Simple, easy to turn.
Mm-hmm.
It fits neatly in the lock of the door. A lock that seems well oiled when you turn it, for there is no sound. And the door swings open silently to the dark internals of the building where this meeting is to take place. There's a crack of lightning above, and rain begins to fall. Do you enter inside?
Yes, I have to make sure that this place of meeting is a safe location for my employer.
What of you, Aquilio? This
We'll
deathly
follow
silent
inside.
abode. Very well.
100%.
The first floor is a simple affair. Barely a living space and a kitchen. There's not much here. At least, so far as you can see. But the stairs up curve around, and you find yourselves in a room with a table, multiple chairs, and a window. A window that lies opened. And there, crouched in it, a shadow amidst a flash of lightning outside, its delayed peal reaching your ears, as light casts the silhouette of a cloaked figure, one of familiar build, and bearing a bow larger than themselves. And that is where we shall end tonight, everyone.
Oh
Well,
boy.
there is one thing I wanted to note. After the storm starts, Fuse will be stripping down to his underwear and going out and sitting in the rain and storm for a bit.
Oh, but it's gonna be hot rain.
Yep, because of desert.
So
Sky jacuzzi.
it still is element.
It is nighttime, so it actually would be pretty chilly.
True.
You're right, actually. That would probably be super cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy.
Cold
Enjoy
rain's the
that.
best, though. Fight me.
Yeah,
You're right.
A good cold
it's
Absolutely.
rain.
better than
I
hot
can't say
rain. Where you,
anything.
Rain's
I
not
hope-
hot. Don't worry.
He
I hope-
can attest that he's seen me run out in really big thunderstorms happily.
Yes. Thunder Boomy's good. I hope everyone has enjoyed this session.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna be
It's
late
been-
for work.
It's been
Viv, go to work.
spicy.
Very.
I was not expecting to have the spy versus spy between players go on.
No,
But
it's so
I'm-
good though.
I'm all here for it.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure why you didn't expect that, to be completely honest.
I think he already knew everybody's intent coming in, so I think he knew that there
Yeah.
was going to be spy versus spy shit going on. But
I knew that everyone had their own ulterior motives in their own way. I didn't expect it to go like this, but I'm super okay with it.
we're gonna have to
I-
out of character explain everything at the end, aren't we?
We're going to have to. We really
Yeah, no.
are.
It's gonna be great.
Oh yes, it's gonna be really great. I'm very much enjoying this short little campaign, as we can basically call it now.
Yeah, called it.
Yep.
Yeah,
told you,
yeah,
Key.
you did. I prepared too much. I shouldn't have given you 3 days.
And
My
you know,
fault.
now,
Made it an
now
interesting city.
it's okay. It's okay. I just know that it'll end with Fuse dying.
Well, I hope not. I like Fuse. Fuse is the boy.
He has.
Uh,
He's basically completely uninvolved with the politics here.
I know.
Everybody else is playing 4D chess. Fuse is in the corner writing notes about the paint in the wall.
Galahad's playing like checkers at best right now.
Which
He's just like, that's information. Continues what he was doing.
I love the fact that Galahad got the card that outed Saphir immediately.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't remember the specifics of the card. Otherwise, I might have actually put that together.
The rusted heirloom, one of the meanings of it is an untimely betrayal.
It was from the reading.
Right.
Yes, I get just everything fell into place so well.
I was
Also,
sitting there sweating.
if you could, Sim, before next time, because I know there's 2 weeks and I don't know if we'll remember this. I'll try and message you about it. Because it was market day and you probably actually went to the markets to find people at some point. Let me know if there are any catalysts that are like the consumable version for magic for Scar.
Yeah, temporary
Right.
catalyst. Yes.
Let me know if there are any temporary catalyst words you would like to purchase, and we can figure those out for Fuse with whatever money Fuse has.
Well, thankfully, I do have a plan involving Saphir and Galahad for the next session.
Oh boy.
No.
Well,
Oh.
And
for
if-
now,
And, you know, at best, it might just be a little heart to heart.
Okay. Okay, I can live with that.
at worst, Fuse winds
worst-
up dead in the
Or-
crossfire.
Or, Bo gets to have a kebab.
I think this whole situation is funny.
Oh yeah, it's great.
One of these days, I'll make a character people like.
Fuse is great. Fuse is a nice reprieve from the constant tension.
Fair. Also pushes paint into the water.
Case in point.
Who wants to flip the table?
I've never flipped the table before.
Flip the table.
Yeah.
I just don't fit in this skybox at all, do I?
No.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead and take us out, Zim. I'm going to raid you afterwards.
All right. Thank you,
Oh.
everybody, for joining us on the stream so far today. That was a Scar Short Shot. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. And yeah, consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out, but you can also do so by following us over on our YouTube, as well as just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye.